Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340. WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive, Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock on a beautiful football Friday, live in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. We're all vauled up on this side of the glass, Bob Baskerville. Look, what are these idiots doing over here?
Whoa.
Hey, I'm repping the other brand that I represent.
It's Big Orange Friday.
Yeah.
You guys look like Bear looks like he's ready for the first day of fourth grade. Walker, I don't know what you're doing over there. I can't really see.
I'm repping the Sun Devils. We got a huge game this weekend.
The first day
Sun
of
Devils?
fourth grade? The Sun Devils?
We got a huge
This is
game
Big
against
Orange
Texas
Friday.
Tech.
Oh. Beginning to question where the allegiance is on that side of the glass
Well,
line.
you're both wearing different shades of the wrong color of orange.
No.
I mean, if you want to throw barbs at the P team, as we like to be called.
The P team?
Yeah.
Do I even want to know?
The production team.
The PT.
Were we or were we
I
not
like how Walker,
complimented?
this is news to Walker.
Were we or were we not complimented?
We were.
This is almost as lame as the Tiger team.
We were
not
given-
quite, but almost.
That we were the best P team that John Reed had worked with.
I'm sorry.
Did he not?
It did. I don't think he said the PT.
Yeah, that's what he called P team. That's because that's what he calls this side of the room.
I've
So yeah,
never
you
heard
want to
that.
call us Accountability Island, tear us down?
He did say we were the best production team he had worked with.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, nothing but the best for the drive. Well,
I just know when Russell and I rolled out of bed this morning, we said we're gonna do the hoodie today.
oh yeah, man, I got my inward
Twinsies,
half
Yeah,
P151 or whatever it is.
and I've got that one too, but it's
You should have worn it.
It felt. I know
We've
it,
been twinsies.
it felt a little warm today, so this one I'm wearing is a little thinner, so that's why.
I went back and forth. Is this too warm? I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah.
See if I get a little.
I've noticed
moist
about the
under
inward half
arms over
stuff.
here.
It really doesn't matter if it's a little warmer than you thought.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm always comfortable in mine.
I love them, but this one's almost like a T-shirt that's a hoodie.
I love a good T-shirt hoodie.
Yeah,
Elite this time of year.
yeah.
The injury report comes out last night. Jam Miller has been upgraded to probable for Alabama. So this will be one of the guy was unconscious for a split second in their game at Missouri. And it sounds like he is going to be in the backfield for the Tide when they take the field tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa.
It's a little more than a split second. I wonder how long he was actually unconscious for.
I'm picturing Heupel doing his Dr. Evil with the pinky in his mouth, going, "Kill him."
I mean, I
don't know.
We'll see.
It's almost like nauseating to watch. Like, I really cannot believe they're going to put this kid out there.
Well, I agree.
It's his brain.
Yeah. I just wonder how, even if he plays, is he going to be playing like a lot? I don't know. I just can't imagine, man.
Well, I mean, we talked to
Yeah, concussion is like you're either out there, either you've got one or you don't. If he plays, I assume he's going to play.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if he sustains, I'm not.
Oh yeah,
I'm not encouraging it, but if he sustains another tough, violent hit, I would think that That
it's one of those things too. If that happens and he has to leave the game, I mean, the kind of scrutiny that Alabama's coaching staff and medical team are going to be under.
Like, what happens the first time Josh Josephs comes off the edge and he's got to step up and basically bang heads with him to keep Simpson from getting sacked. I mean, it's a position where you hit your head literally on every play.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. So good news for Alabama. We'll see how effective he is tomorrow, but it's not a great Tide rushing team by the numbers. You look at it, they certainly need him. He's their running back number one. I think there's a pretty big drop-off but from him to number two. So Tennessee looks healthy. No changes on the Volunteers injury report that came out yesterday, and the stage is set. Bulls will be hopping on the airplane here in a few minutes if they haven't already. Think we'll have a lot of fans down there in Bryant-Denny tomorrow?
Oh, I think so.
Then we'll sell out our allotment, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to do what we did at Mississippi State or anything like that, but, just anecdotally, I know there's a lot of people that I've been talking to that are tons of people going.
Well, y'all travel safely. Be careful down there, and don't want to be reading about any Tennessee fans on the docket next week. But, yeah, have a good time, man. Should be a fun trip. All right, let's get into it. We start every Football Friday off with Rogers' Keys to Victory.
It's time for Rogers' Keys to Victory, an exclusive feature on The Drive.
Number one, I think we're going to focus on defense. And I think you got to get pressure on Ty Simpson. I think that's where it starts for Tennessee. Look, they're going to get theirs. He's going to make some plays. They're going to be able to run the ball a little bit. They're a very good offense. We're not a great defense, but the one thing we do is get after the passer. And I'm going to have to do that. Get in Ty Simpson's face, hit him a couple of times, knock him around back there. You get one personal foul late hit. I don't want to make a habit of it or anything, but a little love tap. Hey, just let him know you're there. Josh Joseph's like, it wouldn't be the end of the world. That's all I'm saying.
Still drive him into the ground. Don't do anything that might get you ejected.
If you're going to get a personal foul, you might as well get your money's worth. Wish ill will on anybody, but I'm just saying, make your presence felt.
If Tennessee can get just a couple of stops, because I am of the belief, we've talked about it all week, that Alabama is not going to necessarily be quick strike in their approach. So if we can stop a couple of their extended drives, that's going to be enormous.
Well, that leads me to number two, Bob Baskerville, and we're on the same wavelength here.
Right.
Got to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be possible every time. Again, they're going to convert some of these, but it can't be over 50%, man. And especially on 3rd and long. This is one of the lasting images of the Arkansas game is Taylor Green scrambling there. I don't think Ty Simpson is quite the threat to run. He's not a statue back there, but he's not Taylor Green running with the ball in his hands. So you got to make it count. 3rd and 6 plus, you got to get the stop, man. You got to get off the field. Number 3, switching over to offense. I think it's important that Tennessee maximize possessions offensively. Alabama, 10th in the country in time of possession. That's not really a stat that we value, but it speaks to how deliberate and methodical they are on offense. We might not have a ton of possessions. Petrino tried to do this to us last week. We only had 3, maybe 4 possessions in the first half of that game. So you might not have the ball a ton. You got to score when you do.
Yeah. Agreed. That's what I'm saying. Get a couple of those stops, and then we have got to make hay. This is one of those games. It's like chess, man. If we can just get one of those moments where we're up on them, and then what I mean by that is obviously up on the score, but up in a way where it's like they got their work cut out for them to get back with us. May not be any turning back, and that could go either way. We've got to protect ourselves from that ourselves.
Number 4, got to connect on the deep balls. There's been a strength of this team up until last week, and You remember that possession after the strip sack by Jordan Ross, where we tried 2 deep shots and overshot on both of them. You got to hit on those, because I think Arkansas, we only took 3 or 4 of them against Arkansas. Hit the one to Staley down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was due to Arkansas probably playing deep. They didn't want to get beat by Brazzell and stuff like that. I would imagine Alabama's going to do some of that as well. So, I don't think we're going to take 10 deep shots tomorrow. Maybe you take 4 or 5. Need to hit on 2 or 3. I think that's going to be important. Those big chunk plays. Can you throw the knockout punch? And finally, number 5, speaking of punches, we got to be able to take one. When I think back to the past 2 games down there, Tennessee's played well at times, but you're playing at Alabama on the road. They've got very talented players, and inevitably they're going to fight back. We threw some punches, but, they ran away from us late in that night game with Hendon Hooker in 2023 down there, 2021, the first year. And then in 2023 with Milton, you got up early. They fought back in the second half. It's like, yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to happen tomorrow. They're going to make play. They're going to have touchdown. The crowd gets into it, all that stuff. You're going to have momentum shifts, and you can't let that momentum just turn into, for lack of a better word, tide. It just wash you away, man. You're going to have to anticipate that, and it's like, okay, they hit us. We had a turnover. They turned that into a touchdown. Whatever. Time to get back up. I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be the key. This is a heavyweight fight, man. You're going to have to be like Muhammad Ali, the rope-a-dope. You're going to have to outlast him.
Yeah, I was watching some of the Brooks Austin stuff this morning.
Yeah,
where he broke down the film, did that whole deal, and he was looking at the Arkansas footage, obviously first for Tennessee and then for Missouri. Against Alabama, but most notably against Arkansas with Tennessee. It's what we've been talking about, but man, once they penetrated our front 4, like they had plays where there was one guy where there could have been a tackle made at mark X, but it didn't happen for another 15 yards.
Yeah.
And it's like the middle, we've been talking about this, the middle of our defense.
Yeah.
It's like, as a matter of fact, there was one where Mike Washington broke past and gained like 23, 24 yards. Maybe a little more, and Tyree West was the guy that brought him down. He came all the way from.
No, that was the play where Turrentine just almost got run through.
Yeah,
and West made the play. Yeah, I mean, I saw some numbers on that. Middle of the field, we're vulnerable, and they attack the middle of the field.
Exactly.
So that's going to be something we, I anticipate giving up plays. Just don't get humiliated.
Yeah.
Over the middle. All right, that's it. Rogers' 5 keys to victory: get pressure on Ty Simpson. Get off the field, 3rd and 4th down defensively. Maximize possessions on offense. Connect on the deep shots and be able to take a punch. Don't have a glass jaw tomorrow if you're Tennessee. Went back and forth on this all day. I'm going back and forth on it right now, if we're being honest.
Really? Usually you're pretty
decisive.
Yeah. Now you're making me nervous.
I'm going to take Tennessee in the upset, and I'm not a homer here either. I picked Tennessee to lose to Georgia. I was the only one a couple of weeks ago, as I recall. I'll take the Vols in a shootout. 48-44.
Wow.
You can give us your score prediction on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/The Drive with Russell Smith. The Crown Pick of the Week, brought to you by our friends at Crown Cleaners, providing imperial dry cleaning service to all of Big Orange Country since the 1960s. Online, crowncleaners.com. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Go to Facebook. Give us your score prediction before kickoff tomorrow. And as always, the closest score prediction will win fabulous gifts and prizes from Crown Cleaners, the Pizza Kitchen, and Fan Run Radio. Do not forget, tomorrow, immediately following the game, it's going to be a late one here on Fan Run, the voluntary reaction presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We will be here with you taking your phone calls, win or lose, as soon as it is over. And I predict Bob Baskerville, that we will be drinking from the keg of glory.
I like it. I don't know how I feel about the score. We'll talk later.
I've been telling you all week, like, I don't think 35 points is going to cut it. Now, the one thing that I was thinking of, I'm arguing against myself a little bit, but the time of possession stuff does give, it was like, I don't know, are we going to have enough possessions to get up that high? Maybe not, but I'm going to stick with what I've been saying all week. I don't think 35 is going to cut it. I don't think 40 is going to cut it. I think you're going to have to get up there darn near 50 to win this game, but this is the best offense in college football, statistically speaking, right now. And I'm going to trust what I've seen. I'm going to trust Josh Heupel, and I'm going to, this has got to be the game that he puts the pedal to the metal and keeps it there for 60 minutes. I think that he's got to understand who his team is. We're an offensive team this year, and you got to lean into that tomorrow night.
Two schools of thought. There's obviously we're talking about, and I agree with this, we're going to have to score points a lot to win. I just think it's kind of ironic because really it's going to be whose defense can just make, again, like what I was saying a few minutes ago, if they can just make, whatever defense can make a couple of stops, a couple, that might be the difference in the game. And if we could match Alabama's season total in turnovers in this game, we could get 2 turnovers off of them.
I mean, what was the question yesterday? Somebody in the text box asked about, would you take three
sacks?
4 sacks or there were 2 actually. There were 2. Yeah, you're right. You go with the one you were thinking.
Would you 3, if you could lock in one of the 2, would it be 3 Joey Aguilar touchdown passes or 2 Ty Simpson interceptions? And I think all of us except for maybe Walker took the 2 picks.
Yeah.
They turn it over. When you have a team that's ball control and they don't turn it over much, like the turnovers are magnified. I think Arkansas is, they had 3 turnovers, but they just kept going. that's what they do. If a team that's only turned it over twice in the season turns it over twice in one game, you got to think that that's going to be huge for them.
Yeah.
All right. The stage is set. We're going to get back into it. We'll also preview the rest of the week in the SEC when we continue. Open up the phone lines here if you want to jump in. Now's a great time to take your shot. 865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show, 966-3435. You can call or text us there this afternoon. We're back with more Fan Run Radio right after this.
The Drive.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Give me the gun. A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronakville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Put the game on, baby. Let's go, Vols. When they open up that tee, I feel like running through a wall. Put the game on, baby. Been having weird calls for another helmet smacking, tackling, checker, ball foul. Put the game on, baby.
Great weekend of college football actually starts tonight. Miami is an 11.5-point favorite at home against Louisville. And I was watching a thing last night about Jeff Brom and Louisville. Have you seen Jeff Brom's car?
No.
Well, I know the story when he was at Purdue. I wonder if it's the same car.
He drives a 2004 Honda Accord.
That's it.
this thing is a hunk of junk,
300,000
man.
miles on it, or
but something like that. Yeah. But they say he lived like he basically walks to work, so like he doesn't really need a car. But yeah, they were like showing his car on ESPN last night, and yeah, it's a hunk of junk, man.
Yeah, he's that's him, man.
Some people are like that.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not. That's trying to think. The rapper Ludacris still drives his high school car.
There was a running back for the Commanders, and now I can't remember his name. He was highly productive for about a season or so, and he had like a Hyundai, and he he had made this NFL money. He was like, "I'm keeping the car." He's like,
"Good for him, man." Yeah, man.
You just never know.
Yeah, those guys are there's so much pressure to spend. Now, I do think Jeff Brom can probably afford to buy a new car.
Yeah.
But I admire his commitment and frugality. I saw a thing about Scotty Scheffler, and this was like after he won the Masters. And there's some car dealer who supplies all the big golfers with their cars. And Scotty Scheffler was shopping for a car for his wife, and he's a multimillionaire, right? And this guy said he called Scotty. He's like, "Hey, man, look for your wife. Why don't you come down to the lot when you're in town this week and take a look at it?" He was like going to buy her a used CRV.
What?
And the guy, he said, I told Scotty, I was like, "Dude, no." He's like, I'm not selling you a used car. You want to buy a CRV for your wife. That's fine, but we're going to buy a new one. He said he did. He shamed him into buying a new car for his wife.
New CRV. Just going to save him a lot of trouble at home.
I mean,
it's. I don't think we've talked about this. Sam Beard and I know have talked about it. Scotty's like his first love besides golf is pickup basketball. He goes down at the Y or like one of those places like 24-hour fitness or something in Dallas.
Hoops.
And just hoops with a bunch of guys. Not even.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's pretty good from everything. Yeah. You could see that he's kind of long.
Oh yeah,
rangy.
yeah. All the days of like Craig Stadler or John Daly walking out there, like you're an athlete. If you're on the PGA Tour, you have some athletic ability.
Yeah.
So Louisville, Miami tonight, and then in the Big Ten, you've got Nebraska at Minnesota, bunch of winning teams.
out there tonight. So you can whet your appetite. The noon ABC game tomorrow is LSU at Vandy. Vanderbilt, a 1.5-point favorite at home against LSU.
So weird, man.
It is strange, isn't it?
For them to be favored.
Yep.
Especially when it's one of the top tier team, the LSU. Makes it even weirder.
If everybody's well behaved, coming up in hour number 3, we're going to give away money. The Sheik will jump on for his picks, and I've got my eye on unranked Duke, a 2.5-point favorite at home against number 12 unbeaten Georgia Tech. I don't want to speak for the Sheik, but that's usually an auto play in his book. So we'll see if he confirms that pick. South Carolina at home against Oklahoma. Anybody want to be bold and pick Wee Man to pull the upset at home?
I don't know about all that. I don't think there'll be a whole lot of offense.
Yeah, that might be a defensive struggle.
It might be a 10-7 game.
Over under only 43.5 in that one. The 3:30 slate is pretty sharp. You got Arkansas at A&M, or I'm sorry, A&M at Arkansas at 3:30, and of course Ole Miss at Georgia. So that's where the eyeballs are going to be.
What's your all's gut feeling on that game? You think?
Chris Lowe said it yesterday. I'm kind of with him. I think Georgia's going to smack him in the mouth. I really believe it. I
was surprised to hear Chris say he doesn't think Ole Miss is as good as they were last year. I think they're pretty good.
But
what's their signature win so far?
LSU.
Yeah, LSU.
His coach is working his way onto the hot seat week by week.
Lose to Vanderbilt tomorrow and see how hot it is.
In Fuego.
A&M at Arkansas, I think, could be interesting too. Although Arkansas may be deflated after losing to us. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Fayetteville's a hard place to go win. I know that.
And what's the vibe going to be like in Gainesville, Mississippi State, and Florida, based on everything we've been hearing about Billy? If I'm Lebby, I'm like, man, we got an opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's
Let
go
it all
there.
hang out.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the Swamp's going to – when you got all that noise going on around your program, you know what your fan base is not? They're not amped.
Yeah.
The Swamp ain't going to be the Swamp. And if you're Lebby and you can go in there and throw a couple of punches early, that atmosphere turns toxic, and you can absolutely – that would not surprise me at all to see Mississippi State win that game, which, of course, means Billy is gone probably Sunday.
Yeah. That could be Lebby's rallying cry. Let's be the team that gets him fired.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to – I think Florida's going to win that one.
They should. They absolutely should.
The evening slate. Now, of course, we're all going to be glued to Tennessee and Bama, but there's a lot else going on there. You got Texas at Kentucky. That should be easy for them. And the Battle of the Tigers down on the Plains. Auburn against number 16 Mizzou. Mizzou only a 1.5-point favorite in this one. So Hugh Freeze, another guy who seems backed into a corner right now. And night games down on the Plains just hit different. I don't know how revved up their fans are going to be, but if it's anything like that place can get, that's going to be a very hostile environment for Mizzou. Might sprinkle a little on the money line on Auburn there.
I'll be rooting for Hugh Freeze.
I don't know. I mean, Jackson Arnold. I mean, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He can't throw the ball.
I don't think Prabula is that great either. They're both better running quarterbacks than passers, in my opinion.
I think Prabula has been better than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean he's great, but I think I was expecting him to be a non-factor at quarterback for Mizzou, and actually he's had some moments.
Yeah. Let's get some random guy in here to start the festivities with the calls. Rando, good afternoon. You're on the drive.
Gentlemen, happy Bama Eve to those who celebrate, which would be all of us.
Indeed.
So happy Bama Eve. Before I get into football, we were having the discussion about 2 weeks ago about the Holy Trinity. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but the surviving members are going back on tour next year.
I feel like, didn't we talk about this with you, Rando?
Yeah, I don't. Well, we talked about Rush as a band, but at that point in time, they had not.
So who's
announced,
playing drums for them?
It is a German drummer. It's a lady who's in her 40s who look her up if you have not seen her. She is very, very
Annika
solid. Her name
Niles?
is
Yes,
Annika Niles.
She's
she's a monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a monster. But I have tickets to not one but two of their 4 shows in Fort Worth, and
That's
I'm not going to tell
dedicated
you what I
fan.
spent on that.
Yeah, no, I like that arena. Dickey's Arena in Fort Worth is a palace. Yeah. So enjoy the show, Rando.
Yep. So now on to the battle at hand. I said all year I thought we were going 9-3. This week I think I've managed to talk myself out of that. I think we can go down there and win tomorrow. We've all torn the stats apart 1,000 different ways all week about, this defense, that defense metric and everything else. I think tomorrow the game, the few things that play into our favor are the fact that our defensive front 4 is so good at getting after the quarterback. I don't think Jam Miller is going to be anywhere near 100%. And if they cannot effectively run the ball and we can get them behind the sticks a couple of times, like you said in the keys, you got to get off the field on 3rd down. But I like our opportunity to do that tomorrow, and I'm hopeful. Patterson was talking about it earlier today. We've got to play zone. We can't put these cornerbacks out on an island and expect them to cover people one-on-one. Stockton ate us alive in the Georgia game when we went man. And if we will just rush 4, maybe 5, if we will play zone, like a cover 2 zone, something like that, for the majority of the game, I think we've got an opportunity to, like we've talked about, string them along, make them go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 play drives, make them go underneath. Eventually, we're going to get a sack. It's going to put them behind the chain. I think the defense is going to surprise us tomorrow. But I mean, I still think I'm kind of with you. I think it's going to be high scoring to a degree because I think there's going to be a lot of possessions. But guys, I like our opportunity. I feel better about tomorrow in Tuscaloosa than I have at any point probably the last 20 years. What about you guys?
All the optimistics seem to, and I'm with you. This is probably the best I've liked our chances since the Fulmer era of actually winning down there. But all the optimistics, Bob, seem to think that our defense is going to play and show out much better than they have the past couple of weeks.
That's optimistic. And I do think that would be the turning point in a game like this, though, if it can happen. So I understand the ambition for wanting that to happen. This is a tough one for me, Rando. I've been going back and forth all week on it. Earlier in the week, if you checked in with me, I would tell you I was like, man, we're gonna be all right. I think we'll cover, and hell, we can win this. Last night, for some reason, I was starting to get down into a rabbit hole of, I don't know, man. I just don't know if we have enough because I'm thinking of all the other variables playing on the road, the refs, all that kind of stuff. But hey, let's live in a world of positivity. I'm trying to get back on board with that.
Yep. On the way out, I will say that we have played. Believe me, I've been to Bryant-Denny before. I know how loud that stadium gets. That fourth quarter gut check in Starkville that I was there for, I think that's got this team prepared to deal with the environment. That was the only time, like the last 5-7 minutes of regulation was the only time I heard it get loud in Starkville, and it actually got decently loud. I mean, it was SEC loud. It was louder than I've ever heard Kentucky any of the 4 or 5 times I've been up there. So I mean, it was decently loud. I like the fact that we've gone on the road. We've been tested. We've been tested on the road in a hostile environment where we've had to communicate in a crunch situation in the noise. And I think that plays in our favor. And I know for an absolute fact, that Alabama has not seen an offense like ours. And yes, I know they played Georgia. Our offense is better than Georgia's. So, Russ, I think you had the number right on the margin. I'm taking Tennessee by 4 tomorrow. If we lose, we cover. I don't think we lose by more than 5. So I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be tight down to the fourth quarter. But I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow night, and I expect the Red Solo Cup from the Cake of Glory, because I think Tennessee's going to win this thing, and I think that the series is turning back in our favor. And if you study your history, you know that this is a series of runs, and I think it's our time. So go Big Damn Orange, and we will talk to you tomorrow on VR. See you guys.
Thank you, Rando. Appreciate the phone call. Tennessee fans get set to head down and carry the fight in Tuscaloosa. I like it. Let's get Joshy Boy in here next. Joshy Boy, you're on the Drive, Fan Run Radio.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up, Joshy Boy?
We getting ready for the third Saturday in October, gentlemen?
Yes.
Getting fired up. How about you?
I'm getting fired up. And I'm coming in with a lot of positivity. I know on my call Monday I was a little bit negative, but I'm feeling a lot better about this game.
Are you
tomorrow.
bouncing back?
Yes, I'm bouncing back.
Let's go.
Good, Joshy Boy. Get up on that horse. Dared to love again.
Yep. So
what's the worst that could happen?
My first question is for y'all, who's going to be the key player on defense tomorrow for the Vols? My guy to click is Joshua Joseph. I think he's going to get some pressure on Tosh Simpson.
I almost expect that, man. I expect our rush ends to play well. The thing I was thinking about during Rando's call, he's talking about our defense playing better. I'll be interested to see, like, how much are we going to rotate back there? Beasley did not play at all against Arkansas, so that's been a huge disappointment. Are you going to trust the true freshman, Sidney Walton, to come in and play snaps for you? I kind of think they're just going to roll with Turrentine and Farouk and hope for the best. And it's like, can one of those guys step up and make a play? I mean, Turrentine had the nice interception against, it was at ETSU. Like, when's that guy going to step up and make a play in a game that matters? It's time. He's a senior. He's played a lot of football here. That's one guy I would look for. Like, we need it. We need it out of him. Boo Carter.
That's
where you at? Where you been?
That's actually my guy. This is one of those where Boo Carter could kind of cement his short-term legacy here with a game like what we need.
Yeah, Colton Hood, Redmond. I mean, like, come on, guys. It's time. We need – we're not asking for the 86 Bears out there. We just put up some resistance here, fellas.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to be a little negative here. I don't think it's really negative, but I feel like the loss of who's out for Spillman's out for the first half tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I feel like it's a good thing because the freshman who's coming in for him, I feel like he can play, and I feel like we're going to be fine in the first half until he comes back second half.
I'm not terribly concerned about Spillman's absence. Like, we get him back, and we've got other guys that can rotate in there. I mean, Spillman has flashed. I just don't think we've gotten great linebacker play outside of Aaron Carter this year.
And yeah, Russ, that's going to lead me when I say this. I feel like Sealander on third downs, I feel like it'd be a lot better for them if they took him out on like third and longs, and like, he's too slow. He just cannot get to the guy in his vicinity whenever they go after him.
When they go after who? I'm sorry.
Sealander.
Yeah. He's another one, man. I mean, he's played plenty Like, I know Heupel calls him one of the alphas in there. He gets we've had basketball guys like that where our fan base is like, why is that guy playing? Well, it's a Barnes guy. Like, Barnes loves him because he does all the little things. And, we see T-Lander out of position or getting beat to the edge or stuff like that. But they like him because he knows the system and he can get guys lined up and he's tough and all that stuff. But we need more out of him for certain.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to end my call with this. Josh Heupel, Joey Aguilar, and the Tennessee Volunteers are going to win the game tomorrow. And the Alabama, Kalen DeBoer, Ty Simpson, cousin kissers are going to go home a loser because Alabama sucks. See ya.
Oh, the passion, the intensity from Joshy Boy this afternoon. Can you feel it?
That was a slow roll, and then all of a sudden he's
he can escalate incredibly fast.
Yeah. That was a little intense.
Got to take a quick time out here. When we continue, Geraldo has a special message for Vol Nation.
Let's go.
He has a prepared piece this afternoon. He would like to speak to you. Do not touch that dial. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio, and we're back with more right after this.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment. 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Fan Run Radio, it's The Drive on a Football Friday, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. We're online this afternoon at fanrunradio.com and on your free Fan Run app. A variety of ways for you to experience the program this afternoon. We're also on podcast. You can listen to that at your leisure, Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever. That's brought to you by our friends over at Broadway Carpets. Appreciate their support of the show. And all right, we can go back to the phones here this afternoon. We've heard from a couple of callers pretty fired up already this afternoon. Our guy Geraldo has been, we've checked in with him twice now. He was at a fever pitch on Monday. He was at a fever pitch on Wednesday. Let's see if he has managed to dial it back down at all or if he's just going to stay on 11 all week long. I don't think it's healthy, but I'm not a doctor.
Geraldo, you do you, man. Just bring it.
Geraldo, welcome to the program. Oh! My man, how are we?
Okay, so I didn't think it would happen this year. Just nothing in the tank for speeches. There was nothing there. It's like it wasn't meant to be. But then last night I had a dream, and it wasn't the Rickard Ridge Barbecue Man. Instead, it was the Jameson Irish Whiskey Man. Here. He came to me in a dream. And he told me, Geraldo, I need you to speak from the heart. You need the words will be there if you're ready for them. And I'm ready, sir. I'm ready to deliver the message.
So this is just from the heart, off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, I have no notes.
I like it.
Just coming from the heart, sir.
This is jazz. Let's do it. Improvise.
My brothers, my sisters, my volunteers, they said our defense is a field of dreams. They said their wide-eyed will dance through our secondary. They said Joey Aguilar isn't ready for Tuscaloosa. Well, maybe they forgot where he plays because this is Tennessee, and Tennessee doesn't dream. We wake people up. See, down here, we don't build dynasties in air-conditioned rooms. We build them in the dirt, in the rain, in the noise. We'll build them under the shadow of the Smoky Mountains, where storms don't pass over you. They're born from you. And tomorrow night, that storm rolls south. You can feel it in the wind already, the rumble of 100,000 who never stopped believing. The echo of every man who's ever worn that orange and refused to quit, because we are Tennessee. We are Neyland's maxims written in lightning. We are third and long with everything on the line. We are the power T carved into thunder. And when that whistle blows in Tuscaloosa, when the lights come on and the cameras roll, they're going to realize you don't outrun a Tennessee storm. You don't outlast it. You just pray it passes. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them dream. Because here's the reality, gentlemen. Sometimes dreams die. Sometimes the sea must meet the storm. And tomorrow night, the tide won't roll. It'll drown in orange. Let's go! We're winning this thing, boys! Get your cigars ready, because Tennessee beats Alabama tomorrow!
I like the way you roll, Geraldo.
Here.
Geraldo has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we're going to get more energy on the show than that right there. I like it. I'm here for it. Thank you, Geraldo.
We should have had some. I didn't think of it till too late in the game. First of all, that's a hell of an off-the-cuff speech. If he,
I don't know if I'm buying that he did.
Exactly.
He at least had notes.
Yeah. Second of all, that would have been great to have like some sort of really dramatic music playing underneath there. No, that's not your fault, Bear. I'm just saying that
it kind of throws him off.
Yeah.
Kind of like Animal House.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't sit here while you disparage the United States of America. Look it up, kid. You ever seen Animal House, Walker?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Put it on your list.
Where's Big Josh? Speaking of intense.
Put an APB out for BJ this afternoon. Geraldo's pretty good at those speeches. I mean, that also had a little bit of William Wallace rallying the troops. What will you do without freedom?
He gets in his bag, man.
When he said about the 7 maxims written in lightning, I was like, okay, now we're.
Oh
man, that's pretty good.
Outstanding, Geraldo. Well done, sir. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show this afternoon. Call or text us 966-3435, and we'll keep things rolling here as we get ready for hour number 2. Don't forget, Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, is going to stop by and update us on the Friday Night Light action tonight. Of course, you've got the SM Athletics scoreboard coming up tonight after the Cover Boys. A full slate of Friday night programming headed your way this evening here on Fan Run Radio. DR Vol is next. What's up, DR?
Do you think Geraldo has pants on when he's doing that?
I try not to think about it one way or the other, DR, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, if they're off, they're on his head. I mean, he's a maniac.
Yeah, I mean, he does a great job with it. I'm not knocking it. I just know when he talks to Russ, he kind of gets a little weird. His best one was the Sons of Neelan, I think. Remember that?
Yes.
That was from 22.
Incredible.
Sons of Scotland.
Yeah, that was great. Now, what is the weather supposed to be like in Tuscaloosa tomorrow night? Because I know in West Tennessee, man, we're going to get flooded.
That's a great question. It's just been so beautiful here in East Tennessee all week that I haven't even thought about it. I know we've had thunderstorms in the forecast all day for Sunday.
It's going to be sunny and 86 in Tuscaloosa tomorrow.
Okay, so no way for the weather to affect it either way. I just kept thinking maybe that would help us.
Sunday, it's going to rain down there. Other than that,
guys, I'm not as suicidal about this game tomorrow. I'm just kind of indifferent now. I think after listening to John and Cody and listening to y'all, I'm starting to fall leave a little. So I guess all Tennessee fans do that though when it gets closer to the game, though.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to sit there and watch the game just expecting to lose? I mean, we don't have Butch Jones standing on the sideline anymore, Geraldo or DR.
And that's the thing. We don't have Butch Jones. I'm thankful that we're not going to an Alabama game trying to, nut in the face, as you like to say, Russ. So I'm starting to volley a little. I go back to what I talked about in my phone call earlier this week. It's all about how Heupel's going to coach. I want 22 Heupel to be coaching.
I agree. I think also one of the things I remain hopeful about is, we've talked about Ty Simpson a lot, and he's obviously been great this season. He hasn't had a clunker game yet. Why not this one? And we can hopefully create some of that.
I agree, Bob, and I think I heard the stat today. He's only been sacked 8 times. We need to put him on his ass early and often.
Agreed.
Who's their backup? Is that freshman, Keelan Russell?
That's it,
Keelan Russell. So, yeah. That'd be a pretty big moment for a freshman to walk into Tennessee Alabama game.
We don't have good luck with backup quarterbacks. Forget
no, we don't. I'm with Russ. I feel better about Ty Simpson being there. Before I go, Bear, where's the barometer right now
for tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, my heart or my brain? My brain's telling me they probably win it going away, just because it's Tuscaloosa. But now my heart's telling me that we're going to get off the field on third down. It all hinges on that, man. It was in Rogers' keys to victory thing. It's a 3rd and 4th down is what I keep coming back to tomorrow. Can we get off the field and give the ball back to our offense?
Yeah. 3rd long scares me.
Exactly. That was what I was just going to say, DR, is 3rd and long. We cannot let them convert on 3rd and longs.
That'll never not be just bizarre to me that we're better on 3rd and short statistically than we are 3rd and long. If it's 3rd and 23, they're getting the first down.
It makes no sense, y'all.
I know, it's crazy.
What is it now? 3rd and Fluffy instead of 3rd and Chavis?
Somebody on the halftime chat called it 3rd and Tim.
That's a good one. That is good.
Oh, that's great. Well, guys, go Balls. Let's kick some names and take some ass tomorrow. See you.
Attaboy, DR, 865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show with us. You can call or text the drive at that number as we set up a monster Saturday night clash. Let's just live in our hopes right now. I want you to close your eyes, unless you're driving, and imagine a Keg of Glory edition of the voluntary reaction. We've finally beaten Alabama in Alabama. Think about not only what that will do for our program, but what it would do to their program. I mean, you would have people calling for DeBoer's head.
Yep.
He won't make it. If he loses tomorrow, you mark my words, they will have a new coach. Maybe not next year, but certainly by 2027.
What, to open his career at Alabama 0-2 it's make nobody, us and Auburn. I think they hate us more in a way.
On the live chat, Fan Run TV, Mad Mopar Motorsports 4612. He's feeling it. He says Vol's about to put him in the damn grave. Joey 300 yards passing, Bishop buck 50. Starting to feel it.
He's Vol'd up.
He is. Love it.
He's Vol'd up. You can watch us on YouTube on the Fan Run TV channel. What do we think about Josh Heupel, his clock management situation on Saturday, tomorrow night? Do you think that he will pay attention to the clock and do what he's supposed to do in those situations?
I don't know. Hopefully better than I do sometimes.
We got to take a quick break. Hour number 2 of The Drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, the voluntary. As soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game.
Pathetic.
With us from the Keg of Glory or drown in the pool of despair, the voluntary reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Knoxville, get ready. The big sports show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. It's Fan Run Radio. We start, as always, with a quick look at what's happening in the world of sports. For more on that, Walker Smith is in with the top 4 at 4. Walker, hit it.
Thank you. At number 1, we are a little more than 24 hours away from the third Saturday in October. Number 11, Tennessee travels to Tuscaloosa to take on the number 6 Alabama Crimson Tide in a massive SEC matchup. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. on ABC with voluntary reaction coming right after the game. Alabama is an 8.5-point favorite.
I saw 7.5 earlier today.
It's moved back and forth.
Yeah, it's moving back and forth right now. But yeah, I think 8.5 was the latest I'd seen.
Yeah, when I wrote it down, it was 8.5. It could have easily moved back to 7.5 because most of the money has been put on Tennessee. Bossman and I were outside talking about it. It's like 70% of public money is on Tennessee to cover.
The boys out in the gambling den out here were talking about the first half number for Tennessee was at 1.2.5 on DraftKings.
Wow.
It's since gone up to 3.5, which I think about it. Like we're going to score a touchdown in the first quarter tomorrow.
I mean,
if we don't, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we have to start fast. So if you think we're going to win the game, you might as well bet us first quarter and first half anyway. Just do the whole sweet parlay.
Sean McDonough and Greg McElroy on the call. Miss Molly McGrath on the sideline. Can't wait to hear Molly interview an annoyed Josh Heupel.
I'm sure he'll be just peachy and
always
ready for
loquacious.
That interview.
Yep. Gives a lot in those interviews.
Very thoughtful answers.
Yes. Really a lot of insight offered.
Yeah, I mean, that's really can't miss stuff right before halftime. At number 2, a couple of injury notes in the NFL. Wide receivers Puka Nacua, Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, and Calvin Ridley are all listed as out for their games this weekend. Quarterback Kyler Murray is questionable for the Cardinals, and cornerback Trayvon Diggs is in concussion protocol after an accident in his home.
Yeah, I think Diggs is out. They've already
an accident in his home.
Yeah, it sounds like he fell down.
Yep. Yeah, like
wait, what?
Fell in the shower.
I'm not laughing. I mean, relatable. I mean,
it's literally.
I was getting ready
I'm not a star wide receiver for an NFL football team. What the? How do you get concussed at home?
I don't know.
Don't slip and fall in the shower.
It might just be that simple.
Don't mess around with those falls, man. We lost a legend yesterday. As you get older,
Ace Frehley, is that how he snuffed it?
He fell in his studio and then had a brain bleed.
That's horrible.
That's how they think what happened to Bob Saget is like he had fallen and gotten a concussion, thought he was okay, and just went to bed.
Sleep. Never woke up.
That turned dark quickly. Well, I hope he's okay. I mean, that's
we went from NFL.
Everyone just watch your step at home.
Yeah,
fall at any place.
Thank you for the public
watch
service
your step
announcement. I'm glad I really need to win in Fan Run Fantasy this week against
this is a must
John
win.
Reed.
This is a must win.
Puka is out. He's got Puka. He's out. So like I got to take advantage, man.
He's feeling himself too because he played Aaron Rodgers as a 1 week.
Now he put up a big number already. Yeah.
He did.
Shame Aaron Rodgers couldn't win that game. You hate to see it for him.
At some point, we got to spend a minute or two. Did you see him get tackled by his own player? And
that was
came up?
awesome.
Oh, I loved every
I
minute
bet,
of it.
like, Rodgers can still sling it. I thought there was no way. I thought on that last play,
Yeah.
they would have to do a hook and ladder or something. He threw that ball 70 yards on a rope.
Oh, yeah.
I think that thing its trajectory was the end zone. He's still got a cannon.
I was going to say a couple of his other passes. One thing you can never doubt on him is he's got a touch, man. His passes are beautiful when he.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't like him, but
the rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, but Joe Flacco, man.
Yeah.
All that ayahuasca in the offseason.
You can take all the ayahuasca you want. You're not going to beat Joe Flacco.
I'm saying
Out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Balling.
Maybe that's the. Did you guys see the Cleveland radio host this morning just melting down on the Browns? Oh,
about
worth the
Joe Flacco?
Google.
Yeah,
there's video of a guy just going berserk after Flacco balled out last night for the Bengals.
I love it. I hate the Steelers, so that was fun to see. It was fun.
Who
to
the
watch.
hell's going to win that division?
Probably the Steelers, but if Joe Flacco's good, tread water until Joe Burrow gets back. Not saying there's
Walker's
a chance.
got hope. The Bengals have life all of a sudden.
I mean, you win a primetime game against your biggest rival. That'll get anyone back into it. At number 3, there's some good college football games on tonight before a loaded slate on Saturday. Louisville travels to number 2 Miami at 7 p.m., and number 25 Nebraska takes on Minnesota at 8 p.m. The last game of the night is Bill Belichick's North Carolina playing Cal in Berkeley at 10:30 p.m.
Anybody? Did you guys see the video I sent you of the Belichick Jordan?
I didn't watch
thing?
it.
Oh,
I haven't watched it yet.
So cringy. So cringy.
What was it? Is it like just a hot mic of them talking?
Does
on the
Yoko
sideline?
Ono think she needs to stay in her
Totally
lane?
Yoko Ono.
Oh.
Totally
Like
Yoko.
Yoko hearing it would think
It's
she's-
Yoko sitting on Paul's amp during Let It Be, man.
Whoa.
I mean, they're having a production meeting. And Bob, have you seen it?
No.
You got to see, because, I mean, you've been working in TV.
Yeah.
So you've got I don't know what show they're doing, but they're at a round table getting ready for a TV show. And there's lots of like TV production people around trying to walk Belichick through this thing. And she comes in there and just takes over. And she's like, well, I totally made like this website for Bill. He didn't have a website before. And I just like taught myself on like Adobe, Google, Photoshop. And like, you could tell the guys they're looking at like, why is she talking? Like they are, what is she talking about? And Bill's just like, oh yeah, absolutely. Do what she says. Just completely whipped.
I assume it was probably the Hulu documentary, remember, that they canceled.
No, I mean, it's some sort of studio show. They're in a television production studio environment.
I think it might even be a coach's show. I'm looking at it now. Because you see North Carolina jerseys in the background, and other stuff like memorabilia. So it might be.
Yeah, it's rough. Who do they play tomorrow?
Berkeley.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight, Cal in Berkeley.
Let's go Golden Bears.
That might be worth a hate watch.
Cal's a good football team. 10-4.
Yeah.
Hanging around the
My guy,
ACC.
Justin Wilson out there. Not Justin Wilson.
Wilcox.
Justin Wilcox out there. People had him dead and buried.
Boy, that's the biggest what if. What if he had stuck around and we didn't have Sinceri?
That's the biggest what if.
I mean, for that time,
that's
that would have taken, because we aren't.
I don't know if
giving
that's
up
the
all
top
those.
10 what ifs of Tennessee football in the last 10, 15 years.
Don't think so. Remember who the quarterback is?
That would have postponed the inevitable by a year or two, yes.
At number 4, the MLB playoffs continue tonight with another doubleheader. The Blue Jays and Mariners will play Game 5 in Seattle with the series tied at 2-2. That game starts at 6 o'clock. Later, the Dodgers and Brewers will play Game 4 with L.A. looking for the sweep at 8:30 p.m.
Don't let the Dodgers get hot, man. That's all I'm saying.
What's the status
Here's the
on
thing I
What do you
got
mean,
to
don't
say
let the
about Bob and the
Dodgers
Dodgers.
get
He hasn't said 2 words about the Dodgers all season long. Like the last 2 days on the show, all of a sudden, he's like Ice Cube over here. I've been a Dodgers fan all my life.
you talk to Sam Beard. We talk Dodgers all summer long. It's not, it's not like I've been with you guys for 6 months.
I ain't heard a peep. I ain't heard a peep, Bob.
I haven't seen you in a Dodgers cap.
I don't wear many hats.
So what's the status on, is it Jackson Churio?
Jackson Churio? I haven't heard any more.
He swung his way into a high ankle sprain.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll play tonight. I think he played last night. He was in the lineup.
Shohei will set him down.
How about the Blue Jays striking back?
Yeah, that was.
When is the home team going to win in that series?
And it's like that 2019 World Series with the Nats and the Astros, where no one wanted to win at home.
Evidently.
And in Toronto, their offense woke up. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is just, he's a monster. He's got 5 home runs this postseason.
I'll be pulling for whoever wins that series.
I'm rooting for Seattle all the way. The Mariners.
Why?
Because they've never been to the World Series. I love Cal Raleigh. Love J-Rod.
This is the throwback ALCS. Those two teams came into baseball at the same time. They were the 2 expansion teams together back in the day.
You remember the Seattle Pilots?
Yeah. Well, I remember. I didn't watch them or anything, but I know. Didn't they become the Brewers?
Yes.
Seattle
there's been 2 or 3 iterations of the Brewers.
Yeah. Yeah, they became the Milwaukee Brewers, right?
Yeah, they didn't draw at all that year. It's chronicled in the classic baseball classic Ball 4 by Jim Bouton.
Mm-hmm.
He played for the Pilots that year. Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4 here on Fan Run Radio. Brought to you this afternoon by our friends at Knoxville Smiles. Check them out online, knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. Logan Quinton coming up here in just a few. If you want to jump in, now's a good time to take your shot, 865-966-3435. Nick from Southwest VA says, I'm tired of the Sun Devil bleep from Walker, especially a day before the Alabama game. Get out of here. Not like ASU stands a chance anyway.
That's not very nice.
It's completely uncalled for.
It's uncalled for.
Nick just put you in the blender.
Look, I'm not here to tell anyone that they should pay attention to Arizona State, Texas Tech. I will be paying attention to that game. It's probably one of the best matchups you can get in the Big 12 for all those that care about
the Big 12
football.
is juicy tomorrow, man.
It's awesome.
Arizona, Houston. I know Haji has some thoughts on that one. Hint, hint. Stay tuned. And the Holy War.
Oh, the Holy War, that's going to be a great game. That's like the nightcap for Saturday night. It's going to be awesome.
Is Tempe going to be fired up?
Tempe's
for Texas Tech.
It's going to be sold out. It's going to be
rocking.
It's going to be awesome. Kenny Dillingham has that place packed out.
Baylor TCU as well.
Solid game. Some good quarterbacks in that game.
And then don't ever forget, this isn't Big 12, but UConn at Boston College tomorrow. Old Big East matchup.
How could I possibly forget that?
I had that one circled.
I've had it set on the DVR for 2 weeks.
I've been waiting on pins and needles for that.
We've been talking about Bill O'Brien, 1-5 at Boston College this year.
Is he flaming out?
I don't know.
Bill in the text box says, Russell, I hold you personally responsible for Walker never having seen Animal House as the face and voice of the afternoon show, an alleged mentor, not to mention that you share the same last name. You should do better.
Listen, I thought you'd watch that.
No.
I can't be held responsible for Walker. What he does once he leaves the station, I can't tie him down to a dental chair and pry his eyes open Clockwork Orange style. Have you seen that one, Walker? No, of course not. And make him watch all the classics.
I did a lot of work trying to catch up on some of the classics this summer. I put in some work, but now it's football season. It's baseball season still. There's no time in my life to watch movies.
Yeah, it's hard.
When you talk classics, just give me 1 or 2.
Goodfellas, I hadn't seen before this summer. I'm trying to think. I watched a lot of Scorsese movies, like The Color Money for the first time.
That's good. I was afraid you were going to say Footloose or something.
No, watch Casino.
Casino's a great one.
Watch Silence of the Lambs for the first time.
That
was just screaming.
Those are good pulls.
Love that one.
Good pulls. Walker's all right.
See, Bill, I'm coaching him up the best I can.
Put some lotion on.
He's not completely cinematically illiterate.
puts the lotion in the basket.
Put it in there. See that great big fat person? Buffalo Bill.
Matty Ice, you're on the drive. Fan Run Radio. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, happy Friday, boys. Happy Big Orange Friday. Do we have positive vibes or negative vibes thus far in hour 3?
Well, it's hour 2, but I think that the vibes today have been overwhelmingly positive. Even the Negavols are talking themselves into it.
I joked with my buddy. I think DR Vol, if he had to even take a midget on a date, I think he wouldn't give his all for Tennessee if that guaranteed that Tennessee wins.
Oh, man. Surely he would. Well, first of all, he's happily married, so he can't take anybody on a date. But, if it was like a platonic situation, it's like DR, it guarantees us victory tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa, one of the great all-time moments in Tennessee football history. All you have to do is go to dinner, make nice chit-chat conversation with a little person, somebody who stands about 2'9", and then perhaps go see a film afterwards. You can take Walker. You don't even have to be by yourself. You can take your wife, but you just have to be there and be engaged in the moment. Guarantees win. Yeah, he would do that. Absolutely. I'm going to speak for him.
Who knows? Hey, question. You guys have been talking on it a little bit this week, getting Joey involved in how the offense looks. Where do you see, if I had to give a number, on where do you put Joey having to get rushing wise? Because I think what's going to be interesting to watch is obviously we're going to try to get the running game going against Bama, giving up almost 5 yards a carry. The question I have for you, if I said 75, or no, let's say 65 yards, over, under, if you could have that from Joey tomorrow night, do you think that guarantees yourself a Vols win? And I'll hang up at that thought, boys. Have a great weekend and go Vols. Take care.
Thank you, Matty. What he's 65 rushing yards?
Mm-hmm.
Has he ran for 65 yards in a game yet?
No. I wonder how close he's been. Big one I'm going to be looking for is just Sean Bishop. Will he continue his unbelievable average this week?
I just don't think quarterback rushing yards are going to be a defining stat in this game. Now, watch me be proven wrong, but we talked about it earlier this week. I think that the message has been made quite clear to Aguilar's like, look, man, we don't have any depth behind you. You can't. I think he's a fine enough runner, man. I mean, we've seen it a couple of times, but I don't think they're going to be running a lot of quarterback read, tuck it and run. I don't think that he's got carte blanche to just run anytime he wants to, because we have to limit his exposure. And keep in mind the heart attack we all just about had when he landed on that ball awkwardly at the end. Like your season flashes before your eyes. So we could sit here and talk, oh yeah, he's got to do this, that. Like, I wouldn't mess with it, man. Now we do enough other things well. I mean, I do think, like, particularly on the goal line against Georgia on the first possession, against Mississippi State late, we can get big with a couple of extra tight ends and get an extra blocker in there and let him run it in. Like, I think we'll do some of that stuff. But as far as like a focal point of our game plan, lots of quarterback runs, I don't think so. All right, then. We'll take a quick timeout. Logan Quinton set to join us next. We'll talk all things high school football as that season starts to wind down here in East Tennessee. The Cookie Man cometh next on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Give me the gun.
A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Carnes High School quarterback Austin Slover. Slover led Carnes to a 51-12 win over Morristown East last week. Slover completed 22 of 31 passes for 302 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Beavers won their 3rd game of the season. Carnes High School's Austin Slover, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Continues. Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville, Bear, and Walker through the glass this afternoon. It's a beautiful Friday here in East Tennessee as the sun starts to set. Here in an hour or so, the Friday night lights getting set to warm up throughout the valley. More on that. We're joined by the Cookie Man, Logan Quinton. His appearance brought to you today by Crumble Cookies. LQ, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, fellas. Like you mentioned, just enjoying the lovely day. We have some peace and calm here before the boys get going here off to Emory. The Powell Panthers welcome Jefferson County and Spencer Riley to town. So excited about that win and a lot of other significant matchups going on over the course of the next few weeks to determine postseason hopes for the area teams.
Yeah, it's hard to believe the season is almost over. Playoffs just around the corner, but we got a bunch of good ones this week. Logan, let's start here in West Knoxville as a big one at the Butch Bowl tonight. Catholic welcoming in McCallie. The Blue Tornadoes coming to Cedar Bluff Road tonight. Catholic has never beaten McCallie in 8 tries. Is this
the night the Irish finally get over the hump against McCallie?
Probably not, Russ.
Oh.
I know, hey, we've been pumping up Catholic first half of the season, and look, they were above expectation in a lot of areas. And, you know, that loss to NBA, I think still stings a little bit. And you look at this last portion of the schedule, you've got McCallie tonight, and then CPA, and then Baylor. That's the tough part of the deal is, you know, we're coming off fantastic game between Baylor and McCallie, two of the best teams in the state, top 25 teams in the country, right? What a classic that was. And Catholic has to deal with both of those teams to close out the season. So it's going to be a tough deal tonight, but yeah, McCallie and Baylor, cream of the crop in the state. So it's going to be tough for Bear and his allegiance tonight.
Hey, Logan, appreciate you joining us. Staying in West Knoxville, we got our own version. We were talking about college football this weekend, and we got our own version of the Holy War happening over on Dutchtown, too, with Grace Christian going to CAK. This is seriously a pretty big game, though, in terms of where
that's a great rivalry.
And standing in the division and everything else. Thoughts on this game? Oh, by the way, and we talked last Friday. Remember we were talking about this was kind of a defining moment for Grace, and what do they do?
Yes.
Oh, man, what a moment for that program.
Yeah. And I trust, to your point, I thought that they could kind of keep score with Sevier County for 3 quarters. I'm just thoroughly impressed with the fact that on the road, going up there to Sevier County, the defending 5A state champs, you know, facing off a team like that in that spot, man, huge for the Price brothers. I think it carries through based on what I saw. I mean, to have the wherewithal to deal with all the swings that happened in that game. And I just think about the last play on defense, the gutsy call for that cornerback blitz, going up against a quarterback like Cooper Newman and all those weapons he has. They made the right call. They executed. And just what a win they're coming off of. And I think it carries through the rest of the season. I think it carries through the night against CAK.
Logan Quinton with us here this afternoon. How about Central last night, stopping Hall's 3-game win streak after the Red Devils started 0-3. They were able to claw back to 3-3. But Central with their 6th win, and things going well for the Bobcats this year, Logan.
Yeah, in Region 2 5A, Powell holds their own destiny for the 1 seed. Central, same thing for the 2 seed. And what a response last night. You know, we talked about Grace and Sevier last week having all those punches thrown. Man, for this game last night, the Battle of Black Oak Ridge, for the total to go north of 70, it was a physical football game. It was about the big breakaway plays. There was a lot of down to down. It was kind of muddy for both teams, but it was Caden Long breaking off big runs. It was Amari Letgo putting matters into his own hands and creating, his own plays at times and finding the right receivers like Colt. But at the end, I just can't get over the game-winning score right there with Naj Taylor for Central. They have phenomenal weapons out of the receiver corps, and Caden Long has developed such a rapport with them, and he's an athletic quarterback. You have to account for his legs, and it was finding Naj Taylor there. What a catch by him to haul that in, absorb that blow, and find the end zone. That was a fantastic game, and to kind of parlay this into what it means for Region 2 5A even more. Man, I got to mention your boys at 3,300 because this is all tied together when you talk about the 2, 3, and 4 seeds west at William Blount tonight. That's going to determine a lot as well.
Logan, don't let the Rebels get hot.
Let's go, Govs.
Don't let the Rebs get hot. You don't want none of this.
Speaking of Blount County, Logan, and with all due respect, I know you've got a big one tonight too with Powell, but you want to see some big-time high school football, it looks like to me. You go out to Maryville, Science Hill, 6-1 Science Hill at 6-1 Maryville. This one feels pretty large.
Is Science Hill good again?
Yeah.
They're an interesting case. looking at look, they've had a fantastic season. I think they're outmatched against Maryville. You mentioned Powell welcoming in Jefferson County. Jefferson County beat this Science Hill team 31-6. So, and one thing that Jefferson County has going for them is size. They got a couple of playmakers, primary playmakers at running back and wide receiver. But I think Maryville, that's going to be a theme for them, kind of overpowering Science Hill. They've got some fantastic athletes, but I think the size of Maryville on both fronts is going to be the determining factor. And I expect it not to be a large margin, but I expect it to be a pretty good win for Maryville, but Science Hill can make things interesting.
Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, with us here this afternoon on the program. Be sure to tune in to the SM Athletics Friday night scoreboard tonight after the Cover Boys for all the scores from around the region as, again, winding on down here. And, Logan, you'll be at home tonight to watch your Panthers take on Jeff County. Now, I think we probably all expect Powell to win this game, but you mentioned – Spencer Riley was the starting center on Tennessee's 1998 national championship team, and he doesn't tolerate softness. This will be a tough physical football game for the Panthers.
Yeah, them boys from Jeff County, man. It's if Spencer Riley has his name on it, those guys aren't going to be lighting the britches. I can tell you that. I'm sure that they could fancy themselves some crumble cookies. I can tell you that. But look, for Powell, yeah, I love this matchup. It's a, Class 5, Class 6 matchup, really good team with the Patriots. But I got to tell you, I really like Powell's chances. I think, we really got things rolling here off Emory. Coming off the break, you have a 49-0 win over Campbell County for homecoming. Then you go to fall break. It was a perfect little reset, I feel like. And now you got games to recap the regular season. It's going to be a tough matchup. Like I mentioned, their size is going to be tough to deal with, but I think ultimately it's the skill, all the skill options that Powell has. Defensively, if Powell can knock out it's a heavy dose of one receiver option for Jeff County and a heavy dose at the running back position. They're a balanced attack, but I think Powell can kind of stabilize Jeff County. At least that's what I'm expecting. And, you get past the Patriots, take care of business tonight. You can wrap up the number 1 seed in the district with a win over Bill Clinton next week.
I'm just looking here at games on the slate. Is Alcoa just, in your mind, are they just untouchable at this point?
Yeah, I think some of that has to do with if any team were to have a say about it coming out of Region 2 4A, it would have been Anderson County. But that injury at the quarterback position, and there's whispers of when and is it near that J.D. Gillum comes back. So we'll have to monitor that. And that was kind of the first domino to fall. And I think Coach Gillum and company still putting together a good season. So maybe at the end of the season or playoffs, they have something to say about that. But yeah, you're right, Bob. Alcoa is still in a class of their own. You would think preseason, maybe this is the year with kind of the shifting of the regions and additions and elevations of programs a la L.A. Hedrick and what Gibbs has done. You would think, okay, this would be the year with all those departures that maybe, somebody can step up there and kind of knock them off the slate. But it doesn't appear to be. Alcoa is the well-oiled machine that we all have come accustomed to.
He is Logan Quinton. We call him the Cookie Man. His appearances are presented by Crumble Cookies. And LQ, I'm looking at the menu this week, and I have got my eye on the caramel shortbread cookie featuring Twix. Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Is there any way we could just melt that down and inject it straight into my veins like heroin?
Probably.
I wouldn't recommend it, Russell, but I mean, you can probably inject anything. I mean, really.
Yeah. Look, they're rolling the Halloween variety, the fall variety. I mean, you got the pumpkin square. That's the cake offering that they have. Just to go, the red velvet cupcake cookie. I'm not much of a cake person, but red velvet is my favorite. That's my go-to cake. But they've got the cupcake cookie in store for you at the Knoxville area locations. But my number one pick that'll never let you down. This is like an all-time cookie for me, and they don't roll it out often. We talk about, I've heard you guys talking about Bama and Tennessee. We're talking about high school football tonight. A lot of times it comes down to mano-a-mano. Just hand the ball off or get the ball to one or two of your best players. Milk chocolate chip and peanut butter. Don't get fancy with it. Don't overthink.
Hard to go bad with the classics.
Just, hand the ball off to Deshaun Bishop, get the ball to Chris Brazzell. It's same type of theme here with what Crumble's working with this week.
Yep. All right, Logan, we appreciate you, my man. Have a great weekend. We'll do it again next week.
Yes, sir.
Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Taking a look at the Friday night lights. Everybody be safe out there as you head off to the ball games tonight. Don't forget to swing by SM Athletics to pick up some of your favorite high school gear. They've got a lot of cool Carnes stuff I was noticing out there for you Beavers fans. Also, Bearden, Catholic, Farragut, Hardin Valley. You're a fan, come by and get suited up at SM Athletics. They've got your sweaters, your hats, your koozies, all that good stuff for your high school football teams. Got to take a quick time out. When we continue, we'll get back into Tennessee and Alabama the third Saturday in October. Rivalry that has defined a program. Can Tennessee finally get over the hump in Tuscaloosa after 22 long years? It's only 11 games. When you stop and think about it. But George W. Bush was still in his first administration the last time Tennessee tasted the sweet taste of victory in Tuscaloosa. We'll get back into it when we continue. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Balls by 50.
We all
I don't know if I'm that optimistic, but
I mean, you look back, even I think we've only what I would consider blowing them out like a handful of times in the entire era of the. I mean,
we're more likely to blow them out than we are to blow Florida out for some reason. But yeah, I mean, blew them out in 95, 30 years ago. That would be sweet. Carson says, what happened to Star Thomas? I thought he was RB1 after the Georgia game.
I mean, Deshaun Bishop worked incredibly hard all offseason. He's continued to work, and he's gotten better every week. So
I don't think we have an RB1. I've heard some people saying, like, and maybe it is Bishop by just default because he's the first one that goes out there, but you know, some people, I was wrong. Deshaun Bishop's the guy. I just think it's a hot hand type thing, and it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Star or Peyton Lewis get hot tomorrow or at any subsequent game because, you know, now you've got Deshaun dealing with a little bit of an injury. I don't know what's going on with Star Thomas. He didn't get a ton of opportunities.
Well, Peyton came in and just started hitting. I mean, he came in.
Well, he wasn't going to get those opportunities until Deshaun got hurt, but
he made the most of them.
Yeah, I mean, I thought when Lewis squirted free, or Thomas, when he got loose against Georgia, that felt like, oh, okay, like he's staking his claim to being RB1 here, but he didn't follow through with it. And ever since that overtime run for Deshaun Bishop, he's kind of had
he was the one guy that grabbed a hold. We talk about all the time. Who's going to grab a hold of it?
And here's the other thing, Bob. Like, he looked great against Arkansas. I don't know that I don't know that we're going to see a defense that accommodating again anytime soon.
No, probably not. You know, somebody on the live chat also mentioned Mike Matthews and Miles Kitselman will show out in this game, and I sure hope they're right. Mike Matthews had a nice season. There's no question about it, but he's not had some like nuclear game.
Breakout game.
Wouldn't that be just phenomenal if that happens tomorrow night? Because he's capable of it. We know that. Mississippi State, he had 100+ yards receiving. Think about if he had caught that other pass. That would have been a nuclear performance, right?
Here's what I wonder about with Mike is, it's that position on the offense, that left wide receiver that Brew played, doesn't get as many opportunities as the Brazel / Tillman / Keaton on the right side, and then the slot. And Matthews has been fantastic in my opinion. Like he's been better this year than Brew was at that position last year. I do want, if Brazel moves on, which certainly looks like he will, do they move Mike over to that primary position next year, or do they just let him continue to be in that spot? Because, like you said, like he's doing fine.
Yeah.
But when you come out with the 5-star accolades, people wonder, like, is he capable of more? Maybe he is, man.
He's had 2 100-yard games, but one of them was ETSU. So, I mean, the one against Mississippi State was great, except for the drop. No, I mean, and like you said, I mean, other than that drop and all's well that ends well, we win the game. But I mean, it's like he hasn't really disappointed. I'd just like to see a little more. And he's had a few where they've been off his hands. Man, tomorrow would be what a great time for him to shine. I would love it.
Well, a lot of it depends on how they play us.
That's true.
Does Brazel, like he had the 1 catch game last week. We haven't talked about him much this week. Like, is Alabama going to do what Arkansas did and shade their coverage towards him and say, all right, we're just not going to let this dude beat us? If they do, that's fine. It just means Staley and Matthews have to come through, Kitzelman. But if they think, hey, we're better than Arkansas, we can play these guys straight up, and if we do that, we're going to get torched by Staley and Matthews. So we're just going to play our defense. Then we'll be able to force the ball to Brazel a little bit more. Huge opportunity. I was looking at their 2 deep. The 2 starting corners for Alabama were both 5-star elite DBs, like higher rated than any of our guys. So they're talented. Doesn't mean they can't be beaten.
Who out of their receiving core worries you the most tomorrow night?
The kid from Washington that they brought with him. He's had the best year.
Bernard.
I think all 3 of them are pretty good. They don't seem as enamored with Horton. I remember when Isaiah Horton went in the transfer portal last year from Miami, like all our fans online, all the recruiting junkies were like, oh, we got to go after it, give him the bag, all this stuff. And I think a lot of that is just because he's from the mid-state. But Heupel and those guys, we just don't overreact, and we trusted that the 3 guys we had coming back would develop. They have. We also trusted that they weren't going to get hurt. They haven't. Knock on wood. But I mean, that's. I think all of those guys are good. They worry me equally. They don't worry me as much as our secondary worries me.
Yeah, and I was going to say this. I sit here and talk about and I don't want to buy tomorrow's trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway. We talk about Mike Matthews, how great it would be if he just blew up. Ryan Williams hasn't blown up yet this year.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but he's been hurt,
and he also kind of got shut down against us last year, and he's going to remember that.
He got shut down by Jermod McCoy. He did catch a touchdown, and it was one of the few plays that Ricky Gibson gave up during the game. But I mean, he had the 1 touchdown last year over Ricky Gibson, but other than that, he did get shut down.
He only has 3 TDs this season, and 2 of them were in that game against Wisconsin, where he went nuts, and they just murdered Wisconsin too.
Is he going to have his little security blanket with him walking in? His little stuffed animal? Yeah. Has he got his nails painted for this one?
Never know.
Kids today, man.
I know.
I just try to imagine, like, going back to some of our old, like talking to Dewey Warren and Frank Emanuel about, did you guys ever paint their nails?
Larry Seavers
back in your day? I believe you'd get your ass whooped for something like that.
Pretty good Dewey.
By the way,
I wasn't doing a Dewey. That was just like any hard-nosed football player from the 1960s and 70s.
Did it, Bear? I know you listen from time to time. Did you hear any of Talk Sports this morning when Cody did Terry?
No.
Oh my God.
It was pretty good.
It was really
It
good.
was pretty good.
He had the guys in the booth because the camera was on Sam and Zach for a minute, and they were dying.
They were
man.
cracking
Doing Terry.
up.
Yeah, he does like a radio show out of Birmingham. He does a character that does an Alabama radio show. And it's just him in a big, deep, gravelly voice. And it was very funny.
It's the same one he uses on that ad that we played.
Yeah. He was good.
It's very similar.
Is
to
it
the
better
record.
than Record Ridge Man?
I think, honest to God,
like
what the
he's
people would love is for Record Ridge Man and Terry
Oh God,
to do a commercial together.
I like it.
High school football Armageddon.
This one was the tone of his voice, Cody's voice in this was almost like it was borderline stroking out. You know, it's like very intense and gravelly, and it was great. Landon on the live chat says we're going to get Ryan Williams out of the portal. Rumor says he's upset.
That rumor was going around last year.
I had not heard that.
I mean, I'll take him. He can paint his fingernails all he wants up here. We'll buy him a big old orange stuffed teddy bear.
He might be a furry for all we know.
That's a good point.
What?
Bob.
A furry.
What's that?
Bear, you take it.
Go ahead.
I want to hear
you.
you.
brought it.
Come on, Bob. You got this.
I have to do this all the time, Bob. It's
Come
your turn.
on.
It's just somebody who think they like.
Come on, Bob.
Come on.
Say it. We're among friends here.
Come on, this is Trust Tree.
Well, I might be misinterpreting it. Walker's the young guy in the room. He might know more.
I didn't.
A lot of scrambling. I'm not used to seeing. I guess this is what I look like. So people get turned on by people wearing like the fake animal costumes. Russ.
What?
Furries? Yeah.
Furry?
Yeah, like couples that are into apparently put on like those animal costumes.
And there was chatter for a minute about, I think it was Josh Hoover, the quarterback at TCU, was.
He's a furry.
He's a furry.
You have amorous relations with the
no,
costume?
I don't know about that, but
people. I don't know.
That's really dark.
It's a really strange one, man.
Like somebody in a smoky suit, like getting it on with somebody in the Alabama elephant suit.
Like that, yeah.
Normally, like wolves.
Is that
They like to dress
anatomically
up as.
possible?
I have no idea.
Couldn't tell.
Imagine a good pair of scissors to be your friend.
Jesus.
Well, you guys bailed me out. Thank you.
No problem, Bob.
I appreciate it.
Roberto is next. Good afternoon, Roberto.
From furries to Roberto.
Speaking of furries.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, it's really
You
funny,
know you're a
Russ.
naughty little boy, Roberto.
Hey, Russ, those who denied it applied it, buddy. That's what I have to say about you.
I know what furries are. I just
Oh,
really
that's right,
wanted to
guys.
see Baskerville try to explain it.
We had him on the spot. He wilted under the pressure.
I just wanted to be careful what I said.
He was blushing like a little schoolboy.
FCC and all that.
Yeah.
I have a question. What's worse, the fingernail painting? Because I think that probably started with Caleb Williams, right? When he'd write "FU" on his fingernails, right? That's his thing.
Yeah, and
What's worse?
the Duke basketball
Okay.
player too, that's in the NBA now, Jared McClain. He was doing it too.
Yeah, those guys are special. What's worse, that or the thing Jock Peterson started with all the baseball players wearing those big chunky pearl necklaces? What's worse?
I thought it was kind of cool when Jock did it. Then again, we were winning a
He's
World
a loser.
Series.
That's a little harsh, but okay.
Jock Peterson's a total loser. Because
What was
of the Cubs and sucks out loud.
I mean, baseball, they've always got something going on. It cycles. They used to have the big, those weird looking bracelets, and then they had the weird. It's always
Right, but do we
necklaces.
understand the pearl necklace thing? I didn't get it. And I still don't get it. And kids are still doing it.
That's because you're old now, Roberto.
So was
You
it? Was
bring
it
up a great point.
now? And I'm being serious because I'm not that familiar with it. Was it pearls or was it like heavy, like big chunky puka shells?
Oh, they were pearls.
No, they were like
I mean,
it
they
was
were
like
something your
costume
grandmother would wear.
jewelry pearls. Like
wow.
what's the mom? Wilma on the Flintstones
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Wilma on the Flintstones.
That's awesome.
Either that or
man.
like an old lady's garden party.
Yeah, I'd go with that actually. And we want to be careful because we had a listener show up to one of our remotes a couple weeks ago with his toenails painted. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was Koval.
Koval.
Oh, he's
Koval had his
known
nail paint,
freak.
and he claims he lost a bet.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good looking nails. I'm not going to lie. I don't think you lost a bet.
I don't think
okay.
I don't know if he did the work on that. That looked like maybe.
Well,
pedicure
here's a
stuff.
question.
Oh, no,
Why
that was
was Col-
professionally done
Yeah.
for sure.
Why was Koval not wearing shoes?
He had flip flops on.
You don't wear. Are we still in flip flop season for you boys? I'm wearing them currently. That's what I'm asking.
Tell Russell, tell everybody what your personal thoughts on flip flops are. Well, your deal where if you're not near a body of water,
I don't want to see your feet.
Oh, really? I mean, we live near bodies of water.
I don't want to see your feet.
Russ,
Shut
I'm
it
gonna
down,
wear
Roberto.
flip flops until Christmas for you, just for you. Every live.
Get yourself some
wearing them.
socks and shoes. You're a grown man. Come on, Roberto. Pull it together.
No, you're a socks and flip flops kind of guy. That's what you are.
I actually did go to the store in socks and flip flops last night.
But believe it.
I just was too lazy to put on shoes.
Like true flip flops or sandals?
Yeah, flip flops.
Like
with the
like
thong
with
and
the thong
yeah,
strap
jam
in the
down
middle
in the
between
oh
the
yeah,
legs.
oh yeah.
That's
like Pete Dork.
I didn't
how
have
very
time,
demure of you, Russ.
I didn't have time. A minute or two. Roberto, thanks, man. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show, 966-3435. Setting up a big third and final hour. We'll see if we can nail the dismount. The Sheik
Haji
roams the desert. I have heard the advanced copy of The Cover Boys. Something occurs tonight on Fan Run Radio that has never occurred before in the long-running history, the storied history of The Cover Boys. I'll let him tell you what exactly that is coming up. Stay tuned. We give away some cash. Just giving it away.
Is it a furry picking the right side? No.
I mean, basketball. Like I try and run a professional, mature radio show, and you just got to come and just drag us into the gutter at every chance you get.
Just asking.
So immature. Stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, the real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is boknowshouses.com.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Friday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio, and time for the top 5 at 5. Walker Smith, what do you got?
At number 1, we are a little more than 24 hours away from the third Saturday in October. Number 11, Tennessee travels to Tuscaloosa to take on the number 6 Alabama Crimson Tide in a massive SEC showdown. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. on ABC with voluntary reaction coming right after the game. Alabama is an 8.5-point favorite.
You know, we were talking last hour about the first quarter betting lines and all those props.
Mm-hmm.
Under Josh Heupel, Tennessee's outscored their opponents 643 to 226 in the first quarter.
Just take it to the bank.
100 to 24 this year.
You might as well just bet the college tuition on that one then.
And we scored at least one first quarter touchdown in every game.
Really?
This year. Multiple touchdowns 4 times. We start fast with this guy.
We just need the other team to stop starting fast too. Because it's been the story, like it happened against Georgia where we go down and we score 21 points in 3 straight drives, but they scored 14 to keep up. Same thing happened against Arkansas. We go right down the field, score after they take the ball and score first.
Well, we got the 3 and out against Mississippi State, but we turned around and fumbled the punt
Exactly.
and then let them go in and score.
No, both units got to start fast. If one doesn't start fast, the other one, it's not gonna matter.
I'll go. How about something in between? It's either 3 and out or score. Let's just force a punt after
No,
hey, get a first out or two. Let's force a punt or even a field goal. I could probably live with that.
You can't win the game in the first quarter, but you can definitely lose it in the first quarter if you're not careful.
Well, I'm not worried about that, but I'm fully confident in our offense starting fast. Defense,
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yep. At number 2, there's lots of great top 25 matchups in college football outside of Tennessee versus Bama. At noon, number 10 LSU faces off against number 17 Vanderbilt in Nashville. At 3:30, number 5 Ole Miss travels to Georgia to take on the number 9 Bulldogs between the hedges. In the late window, number 20 USC and number 13 Notre Dame renew hostilities at 7:30. Finally, another edition of the Holy War between number 23 Utah and number 15 BYU kicks off at 8 o'clock.
We haven't even talked about Notre Dame USC.
Yeah, my friend Jeff, the Notre Dame fan, is really worried about that one. He says they've got a couple of starters out tomorrow.
I think it's must-win territory for either team, really. I mean,
those are the two. You'll love this. The top two quarterbacks in yards per attempt in college football, Maeva and CJ Carr.
Some good QBs.
Yeah.
This is a big game for Lincoln Riley and his job.
I would agree.
Because he's got to keep
his job. We're talking about his job.
People have been talking about his job since he's been there for 3 years. Didn't do good enough with Caleb Williams. Was really bad last year, and now if they lose this game, it's another lost season.
I would file that under the "Be careful what you wish for" column, the James Franklin column. It's like you've seen how hard it is to get a good coach there. You've had a bunch of coaches that you thought would work that didn't work. Lincoln Riley's pretty darn good.
He's a great coach.
I really think I think USC only has one loss right now. So all's not lost maybe if they lose, but if Notre Dame loses, that's 3 losses.
Oh, yeah, they're
done.
Is he or is he just West Coast Kiffin?
Who's that, Riley?
Yeah. What's his biggest win?
I don't know.
Tell me what his big win is.
He went to the college. Didn't he go to the college football playoff with Oklahoma with Baker?
Yeah,
I think he's asking for USC though, right?
Oh, at USC he doesn't really have.
Yeah, I don't think he does either.
I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
They beat LSU in their opener last season.
Yeah,
that's probably their biggest win.
He's got 4 10-win seasons.
Yeah, he just reminds me a lot of Lane Kiffin.
A lot of people would like to hire Lane Kiffin. Yeah, you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, I know. I was at one time pro bringing Kiffin back here.
At number 3, Texas Tech announced that the Big 12 Conference has changed its rules regarding the Red Raiders fan tradition of throwing tortillas onto the field. The Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark issued a memo to all league ADs and presidents revealing that tortilla tossing could result in both a penalty and a hefty $100,000 fine.
Tortilla Gate continues.
Yep. Apparently, they're gonna say they'll give them a verbal warning after one time they throw it, but after that, every time someone throws a tortilla, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Every time. 15 yards per tortilla.
Per incident of tortilla throwing.
Oh, so
Let's
if
say,
one tortilla gets thrown, it gets flagged. Go ahead and get your money's worth. Throw your tortillas.
Yeah, it's probably how it's gonna. I mean. It's not like the fans aren't going to have to pay the $100,000 fine directly.
This is one of those quote-unquote traditions I feel like I've heard about before, but why is it all of a sudden a big problem?
I had not heard about it till this week. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, have you also heard the story? Remember the story about Lance Leipold was saying that one of their
guy got hit by a pocket knife.
Yeah, but they're saying now that came from somebody. It came from a Kansas, I don't know, staffer.
Friendly fire?
Yeah.
Oh, they got it on video, didn't they?
Yeah.
I just think it's a little bit shady how Mississippi State gets to ring those damn cowbells. Texas Tech can't throw tortillas on the field.
Imagine if they threw the cowbells out there.
Tortillas are dangerous.
That I could understand
that'd
being an issue.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
I've never heard of anybody injured by a tortilla.
How far do you think you could throw
I mean, even if you wad it up and get really into a tight ball and chuck that thing, like how much damage are you really going to do?
I was going to say, if you're up in the high seats, it's not even making it out of the
spin
stand
it like a frisbee.
I'm thinking you frisbee it, hope it catches the wind, and maybe makes it to the near sideline. You're not throwing that thing 40 miles an hour.
Then you got the debate of flour versus corn and which ones, there's a lot to manage there.
At number 4, Week 7 of the NFL sees some good matchups this Sunday. The 4-2 Rams take on the Jaguars at 9:30 a.m. in London to get the day started. In the 1 o'clock slate, Mike Vrabel returns to Tennessee as the Titans take on the Patriots, and the Eagles play the Vikings in that slot as well. In the 4 o'clock slate, the Colts play the Chargers as the best game in that window, And finally, Sunday Night Football is a battle between the Falcons and the 49ers at 8:20 p.m.
Do you guys, is it just me? I hate having guys on my fantasy team playing in that Wembley game.
The London game?
Yeah.
Well, it's like if you want to
get caught.
If you want to set your lineup, you better be up before that
Yeah.
game starts. Gives you a reason to wake up early on Sunday and get your chores done.
At least have a plan of attack
Yeah.
as you go to bed Saturday.
I have no choice. I got Brian Thomas Jr. He's going in that one.
You got to be paying attention. So it's actually
My dilemma is one of my teams, I've got a receiver shortage, and Mike Evans has been probably, I don't even know if he's probable, but he's been out for weeks now. They say he's practicing, but he plays Monday night. So it's like, do I gamble and
He'd be a late
hope
minute,
that he's
last
going
minute
to
scratch.
play, or do I just go ahead and play one of my stinky backups on Sunday?
I mean, what do you have to lose? You got to play him. Is this in the Fan Run League?
I don't know. I can't keep these leagues straight. I'm in so many.
Well, if you're down in the dumps in that one, you might as well just start him. I mean, you're going to need him to play to win anyway.
Titans don't have a prayer Sunday, right?
No. Mike Vrabel's.
You always got a prayer.
Mike Vrabel's going to open
NFL.
You always got a prayer. We got Mike McCoy, interim coach bump.
I've 6.5. I've seen much worse point spreads than that.
I mean, UCLA beat Penn State.
That did happen.
And they hadn't led even for a second all year till that game.
You never know.
I just feel like every year in the NFL, there's a week where somebody who has no business beating the team they're playing will just.
And anymore, that's happening in college as well.
Yeah. I'll tell you one, Chiefs. I know the Chiefs are hot. 12.5-point favorite against the Raiders. The Raiders play the Chiefs tough almost every time.
That's true.
At least it's a cover opportunity. I don't know if they win, but.
Is that 12.5, you said?
Yeah.
That's a big number, especially for the NFL.
Exactly.
And at number 5, a West Texas woman who spotted a large parachute in the sky discovered that an object that landed on her family's farm was a piece of NASA equipment that had been blown off course. The family discovered when the object touched down on their property that it wasn't a weather balloon at all, but a large and mysterious piece of equipment attached to a parachute. A NASA researcher spoke with Walter, one of the family members, and explained the equipment had been launched from Fort Sumner, New Mexico, but had not been blown off course by strong winds.
A lot of chatter about the UFO. The UFO community is.
Oh, that documentary coming out?
I mean, there's just a lot of chatter out there, but both not just from the fringe anymore. Like you got our guy Burchett in Congress talks about this a lot. Marco Rubio.
Yeah, Brett Barry, you talking about the Netflix?
Well, there's that, and then there's a lot of celestial, like once in a lifetime events starting next week. We're gonna have a comet. It's gonna be visible. The Atlas A1, whatever thing that's heading this way. It's made out of like 1 billion tons of pure nickel. They're promising isn't going to hit us, but it's going to pass, I think, between us and the moon. Seems a little close to me for
just enough to give us a good breeze, start spinning a little faster. You feel it.
You don't want to get caught by our gravity well, and that'd be our luck. We'd beat Bama, and boom, wiped out by 300 billion ton, whatever it is, nickel.
Be a good way to go. You know, we beat Alabama. I'd die happy.
I would die happy. That is for sure.
I mean, they say you're vaporized before your brain even has time to.
That's what I'm saying.
To comprehend. What's
But we
going
would
on.
see it coming, and we would know. We would have like
we were getting ready to
a
get
couple of
vaporized.
days of just tying up your affairs. And
For what? Why are you tying up your affairs?
It'd be a
No, I
hellish
mean,
48
I'm not
hours
talking
of
about
lawlessness.
like not necessarily
I see
making sure the electricity bill is paid.
Yeah.
But make sure you have that talk with your dad or your
That's
kids,
fair.
whatever you want to have, and then.
I mean, what happens if you miss? Kind of like the viral video of Shane Gillis on the airplane. I think it's going to crash.
Yeah.
and he gets everybody to start calling like their enemies and just admitting all the dirty stuff they've done, and then that smooths out.
That's a standard trope of it. I believe Seinfeld
did it.
Had that, and then was it Almost Famous? The plane's going to crash.
Oh yeah, right at the movie.
That's why if I'm ever in a plane crash like that, I'll just
take it to the grave.
Yeah, what are you going to get off your chest at that point? I think I'd be too busy screaming to think of anything profound to say.
Yeah.
Too busy praying for
a miracle.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do they not put parachutes on these things?
That is a good question.
There's
your
a company,
seat can be
some
used
planes
as a
there are.
flotation device. Just go ahead and give me a parachute.
Well, Airbus is designing a plane with a built-in parachute for the whole plane. Kind of safety mechanism.
I mean,
that'd be pretty cool.
Think about that, though. Think about the amount of people trying to get out. Imagine when the hatch opens when you're midair.
Come on, Grandma. We're running out of time.
No, you're going to get sucked out anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you don't get out of the plane. The whole plane, it's like, it's NASA parachutes. It's like 3 giant ones, and the plane floats down and
I see what you're saying.
Sets down.
Give me my own.
There's that company here in town that does those personal private jets. That's Cirrus. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
And they have a plane, and they've trademarked it. It's got a parachute on it.
It's been used.
Yeah.
A guy's plane was getting ready to crash. He saved himself with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, you think UFOs are real? It's time for our semi-annual talk about this.
No, I don't.
I mean,
I don't know. All I know is I want one of those. Have you seen the little boats that people are buying on Temu? The Temu boats,
the jet boats.
Yeah, like this little personal.
Yeah,
like you just get it. It's basically a jet ski that looks like a boat.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a bathtub with a motor to me. Is what it kind of looks
like. Get a couple of those.
Think that'll outrun an alien or something? Is that what you're thinking? Or?
No, I'm just thinking like it'd
tear
be
ass down Fort Loudon Lake
fun,
on it.
Yeah, it'd be something fun to do while the meteor's coming. I mean, that's like if they told you that the meteor's coming soon enough, and you have a couple of weeks. I guess. I mean, I don't know if anything's going to be open, but you can go ahead and spend all your money.
Do you
right?
know how
Have all
mad
your
people
fun.
would be if we didn't keep doing the show for the last 2 weeks? You know they would. They'd be pissed. They demand that we come in here.
You think people, if they only have a week to live, are going to want to hear sports radio? Us talking about games that aren't going to happen?
I think they'd want to hear us talk about the impending end, the impending apocalypse. Sure.
What are we going to say about the
we
impending
might
apocalypse?
have one. Let's do a round. We'll let's sign a pact here. We'll do a roundtable discussion. One show.
One show.
One show.
One
it's a farewell
special.
show.
We'll all drink Kool-Aid
The
at
Drive's
the end.
farewell to humanity event.
Yeah. And then if you
So
want,
we're doing this on location?
yeah, casual pint or somewhere. Just
Matlock Tower on top of the lift.
there you go. Why not? At that point,
Yeah, well, if it falls, it falls. We'll all die together.
Because the asteroid probably missed the planet. We'd fall off the lift and die.
Coming up, we go out to the desert. We'll track down the Sheik. As this is, I'm telling you, you talk about rarities. A very special edition of the Cover Boys headed your way tonight at 8 p.m. right here on Fan Run Radio. I'll let him tell you why when we continue. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us. Or right after this.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for The Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for. including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment. 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law. 888-707-4282. Online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it. Through the glass this afternoon, the whole crew getting it done. Hope you're enjoying the program. Thanks for tuning in. Feel like everybody's been pretty well behaved. You've earned a special treat. We like to do it every Friday afternoon, give away a little money with the Sheik and the Cover Boys. John Hodge is with us. Good afternoon, Hodgie.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are we today?
Man, just fired up for the big football weekend, ready to make a little cash.
Oh, boy. Hopefully we can. There's so much good action this weekend. Going to be a lot of good football, I can't wait to tune it all in. It's going to be hard to focus on one game, but luckily we've got the multi-view on YouTube TV, and we'll hopefully capture it all. Okay, I'll tell you, I don't know what got into us. It's just because of all these games, there's 5 ranked, unranked matchups. Not that those are necessarily games we focus on our final segment, but we went with 6 right sides this week. So we've never done that before.
Right side selections. Never. That's a record. You've had a couple of 5ers, never a 6.
Yeah, right. That's right. We like to have odd numbers usually so we can have a winning week and not avoid 500 weeks. I'm hoping we can avoid a 33% week this week. Some of the numbers are going the wrong direction that I'm seeing today from when we recorded on Wednesday. So might have to sweat out a few of these. It may not. I won't bet them until tomorrow when I see what these lines are. But there's plenty of games out there.
Haji, is there anything tonight we should be keeping an eye out for if we're looking to make a little money? Because there's some decent matchups here, but any that kind of catch your eye?
Actually, the one I like best is probably the one that everybody would have the least interest in, and that is the Spartans of San Jose State going to Utah State. Utah State's been on a bit of a roll lately, and I've profited from them. I remember I had them covering against Vandy, but it's just one of those situations where they're 5-1 against the spread. San Jose, my sleeper pick in the Mountain West, which hasn't worked out, they're a 2-4 team, 3-3 against the spread. I think both teams will score some points tonight. Haven't seen the weather there, but I like San Jose there. Leans on the other ones, I think I would have to lean Cal, even though a lot of money coming in on Carolina. It was 11.5 when it opened. It's down to 8.5. So a lot of money on North Carolina. That's usually a fade for me anyway. And a little just torn on the Miami game. Probably have to lean toward Miami. They're just focused on the task at hand this year. They just seem to be taking care of business. Louisville, not as good as they were last year. They were 1-4 against the number though. 4-1, both of them off a bye. So you just wonder how sharp they're both going to be. I'll watch it when I get involved. It'll be live, and we'll see who takes off early. If you're Miami's getting 76% of the money, but only 52% of the tickets. So half the people like Louisville. So that's a little bit of a sign toward Miami there.
Haji with us this afternoon.
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in. The Cover Boys headed your way, 8 p.m. tonight. 6 right side picks. You'll want to listen to the entire show so you can write those down and bet those. Nebraska tonight, Haji on the road against Minnesota. And you kind of wonder, does all the stuff about Matt Rule potentially leaving there, does that have any impact on the Huskers locker room?
I have a couple of Nebraska fans here, and they're not connected necessarily. I know that one of them said that his wife really loves Lincoln, and she's involved. She has a business there, and she's involved in the community. And it'd probably be a good move for him financially, but the expectations are probably going to be higher at Penn State than they are even at Nebraska. They're probably very similar programs. But do you really want him? But no, Nebraska hadn't beaten a ranked team in 22 tries with him. So I'm not sure the fans would get too excited about it, to be honest, even though he did play there.
These guys, they just don't move around much from Power 5 school to Power 5 school, and you're not going to get Signetti. If you don't get Rule, I don't know. I mean, you could hire John Gruden. You could do something outside the box like that, but more than likely – you're going to be hiring an Alex Golish, a John Sumrall, somebody like that is going to be a gamble. So that's why I talked about be careful what you wish for. And Lincoln Riley, you want to get rid of him, USC. Okay, well, who are you going to get to?
I don't see him going to cold weather. His teams aren't built for that, really. We'll find out tomorrow. Well, it won't be too cold tomorrow, I guess, yet, but. I heard Joe Brady actually was a betting favorite, and he was a grad assistant there, so it's not a super tie there. But right now, after the last couple of weeks in prime time, the Bills fans are ready to move on from him. He's their offensive coordinator, so it might be a name to look at. They may not be able to make the splash hire because no splash guys want to go there. So it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully they take a step back, though.
I'd be pretty leery about turning my program over to a guy that's never been a head coach before. There's just so much that goes into that, especially at the college level. Haji, before we get some other winners from you, Tennessee, tomorrow night on the road, Alabama. And you talk about a line that has moved a lot this week. I mean, what did it open up? 10.5, 11, something like that? And we saw it down to 7.5 at one point. Not sure where it's at right now. What do you make of the Volunteers' chances on the road?
Pretty much everything you said, I guess. It's in the shadows of the office of the SEC. That's a strike. I had, Auburn was a dead winner the whole game last week, and they obviously overturned, or they called a touchdown, a fumble, and they didn't upon review, they didn't rectify that and still call it. So I expect Alabama to get every necessary call to make sure they get the win. Just that's what happens down there. But, a couple things that for our side is Jam Miller. I guess he's out officially. Is that correct?
Not unless that happened just in the last few moments. I mean, he was upgraded to probable last night.
Okay. All right. So I didn't see that. So when we recorded, he was doubtful.
Yeah.
And so, they averaged under 3 yards a carry for those first 3 games before he came out. So, but they're not super, we can stop the run and we have the advantage in the run game. I guess you guys have talked about that. The passing game is, the numbers, 118th against a guy who is now second in the Heisman voting and his QBRs in the top 15. He's hit on 76% since the Florida State game, and he's 16-1 touchdown interception ratio. Obviously, we know what the problems are back there in the secondary. So our key there is to get the pressure, make him uncomfortable. Georgia did not. I heard you mention sacks a while ago. Georgia did not get him, but Vandy and Missouri got him 4 times apiece, and Tennessee's in the top 5%. Top 5 in sack percentage rate. So we've got to make him uncomfortable. If he gets to stand there and look around, he'll pick us apart, certainly deep. So if I was going to bet it, I would bet Tennessee in the first half plus 5.5. I like your over 3.5 or 2.5 there in the first quarter as well. And then probably bet Bama in the second quarter or the second half, depending on what the score is. If Tennessee takes a lead, like they did, what was that, 4 years ago now?
2022, yeah, they were up, what, was it 21, maybe like 28-7 or something like that? I mean, we got up big on them.
20, was it not down
you're talking about down there when Joe and them.
23.
We were up 23?
No, 2023.
Oh.
2023, yeah.
How much were we
Yeah,
up
we had
then?
the lead. We had the lead, and it was an exciting halftime space you had there going. I remember that. I was just kind of sheepishly sitting there going, what's going to happen? And of course it did. But
I want to say we were up like 10 at half, though, or something like that.
I like the rejuvenated, the interior defensive lineman, obviously, getting Moy and Hobbs back. And Hobbs has got a great attitude, and he's got a killer instinct. So I'm not handing it over. If you're going to make me bet the game, it's going to have to be Alabama minus that 8.5, just because it is such a big number. That's kind of telling you that's what it was last year against Georgia, after Georgia had gotten beat by Ole Miss, and we were kind of in a good spot, and that was 8.5. And Carson Beck looked very bad against Ole Miss, and then he had his best game of the season against us. So if I have to pick it, I'm taking Alabama.
Haji, before you get into some of the ones you want to share with us, and maybe this is one of them, but this one I'm thinking more in the spirit of trying to make money, not so much fandom, but this one just blows my mind, and it's been pretty consistent all week long, is number 12, Georgia Tech at Duke. Duke's 4-2. Their one game against a ranked team, they got smashed by Illinois. Yet they're 2.5-point favorites against Georgia Tech. I feel like there's just something here that doesn't smell right to me, but I wanted to get your thoughts.
Well, as Russ teased that earlier in the show, you've got an unranked team favored over a ranked team. That's almost an auto play. Well, it is typically an auto play. Duke did turn it over 5 times against Illinois, and it just got steamrolling. And when it goes bad, it goes real bad sometimes. Georgia Tech, I've been singing their praises since July. I love them. I like them to still go to the conference championship game, play Miami. Duke would be probably my third pick, though. The winner of this game might have the tiebreaker in that situation. We'll see. Georgia Tech will be favored the rest of the way, except against Georgia at the end, but that doesn't affect the ACC. So they can afford this loss. The only thing, Duke was off a bye, and they were playing their best football before they went into the bye. They had a big win on the road at Cal at night, and NC State started their winning streak. And I hope you'll tell me that they smashed Syracuse on the road up there. I guess pretty bad.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I'm just a little worried about this line going back up to 2.5. It was 2.5 most of the week. It went down to 1.5 and sat there for a couple days, and now some money's finally coming in on Duke again, and it just worries me a little bit. The play is the play. The play is Duke, but I'm looking for Duke to go back down to 2 or hopefully even 1 tomorrow. I don't know if there's time for that to happen. It's an early start.
Talking with the Sheik, Cover Boys headed your way tonight at 8 p.m. with 6 right side winners to cap off the show. All right, Haji, you feel you're into Utah State. You're into, or were you into San Jose State or
San
Utah?
Jose?
San Jose,
yeah.
excuse me. We're leaning Duke. What do you feel confident in? Give us a lock or two here before we let you run.
All right, I got a few I like here.
All right.
How about Utah? Number 23, Utah, 5-1. Their last, let's just say this: they're BYU 15, the higher ranked team. BYU's won the last 2. Very underrated rivalry. We know it as the Holy War. It is. Utah has double revenge. Obviously, they were in a bad spot last year, but they're playing some great football since the Texas Tech game. So you got the lower ranked team on the road, favored by more than a field goal. That's about as close to an auto play as you can get. Utah, I still have to win the conference, and that'll be a great rematch if it happens with Texas Tech. This is a big game for them. Obviously, they have to win it. It's a conference game now, so they can't let BYU go 2 up on them in the conference. I think they'll be fully ready to go. Devin Dampier, he's still 25-1 to win the Heisman. He runs it, he throws it, and I do have a ticket on him. I took it at 3,500 earlier in the year, so they're going to have to probably run the table for him to be serious. But Utah was plus 380 to make the playoff on Tuesday, so I went ahead and bought that one because if they win this one, that'll probably drop down to plus 230 or something like that. So bottom line is BYU came off that another contest loser last week. I had Arizona in the contest. They were leading the whole game, and then it went to double overtime, and BYU scored first, and Arizona couldn't match it. So a lot of emotion went into that game on the road for BYU last week, a lot of energy. Of course, they have to get back up, and they will for this rivalry, but I don't think they'll have enough, and I like Utah to cover the 3.5. They're telling you Utah's the play when the line won't come off that 3.5. They're going to make you pay for that half a point.
So take the Utes to give the Cougars their first L of the season and covering the 3.5 points.
Yes, sir. How about Michigan Blue coming off a rout by USC in the Coliseum and hosting Washington? These two teams are both just outside the top 25. Washington getting 28 in votes and Michigan 27th. Washington got drubbed themselves. They put a drubbing on Rutgers last Friday night. So what you last saw was Michigan getting blown out, Washington winning in a rout. But it's a 9 o'clock body clock game for UW.
Mm-hmm.
The Huskies do rank 3rd in total offense in the conference, averaging 39 a game. But I don't think their defense isn't as good as Michigan's. Let me just take a peek at that total. I don't know, Bob, if you're looking at that right now, but my tendency here would be the over in this game. Yeah, 50.5. That's what I'm looking for. I see a lot of 51s. If that comes down another half, I'll like that. Actually, I see 91% on the over right now, so maybe hold off on that. But Washington getting 85% of the money and 68% of the tickets, so not a lot of people believing in Michigan. Damon Williams, he's great. I think he's averaging more than a touchdown on the ground and 2 in the air. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week, 400 yards against Rutgers and 136 rushing yards. So speaking of another quarterback you don't see very often, Damon Williams Jr. at Washington. Bryce Underwood, we said he couldn't get in a shootout with USC, and it worked out that way. I believe they'll have a little bit better shot at home. And again, on that 9 o'clock body clock game, that's almost an auto play. Plus all the money coming down. It was 6. Now it's down to 4.5 most places. So I like Michigan real well, and I won't be able to get off them tomorrow.
All right. The Sheik lights Utah. He likes Michigan. Can we get one more before we let you run? Here, Sheiky.
How about an SEC game?
Let's do it.
Let's go edges. There's no team I want to see lose more than Georgia, and that, of course, that's every week. But again, this is a situation where if it's a one-score game and needs a call, they're not going to get it. We know they're not going to get a call. So it's down to 7. Actually, I've seen some 7. It was 7.5 for there for a couple of days, and now actually FanDuel has it 6.5. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I guess maybe the public's just really starting to get involved. They do. Ole Miss getting 79% of the tickets. That's a strike against them. But they're the higher-ranked team, and the lower-ranked team is a full touchdown favored. Georgia has revenge. Obviously, that blowout last year, it didn't cost them really anything. They still got to win the SEC championship and go to the playoffs. So it didn't really cost them anything, but they're going to remember that. Kirby loves playing any kind of narrative that his team's either disrespected or, he's got the undefeated team coming in town. He thinks they're the underdog. So Ole Miss, they beat Kentucky, Arkansas, LSU, and Washington State by 1 score. And that one last week was pretty concerning. I had Washington State plus 32.5. They lose by 3. And I don't like teams that don't score as many points as the spread was. So the Ole Miss was favored 32. They only scored 24. So I don't like that when they don't even get to the number. So that's a week. So I feel pretty good about Georgia tomorrow.
All right. I like it. Utah,
Much as I
Michigan, and Georgia. Well, I mean, if we can't get what we want from an emotional standpoint, let's at least get something on the financial side of it.
That's right. That's
say.
right.
All right, Haji, we'll be listening for you and Mark tonight. Cover Boys headed your way tonight at 8 p.m. on many of these fan-run affiliates, and be sure to get those picks in. Enjoy the winners.
Yeah, and I wouldn't stop from going to your favorite cigar emporium and picking one up, But certainly you got to have that thing on hand.
Got to be prepared.
But, yeah, so, just you guys just enjoy all the great football tomorrow, and hopefully the Big Orange gets a monumental win, and we're all of a sudden a favorite to make the playoff.
Thanks, Haji. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Thank you,
Appreciate you guys. See ya.
The Sheik checking in from the desert. And I will tell you, having listened to the advanced copy of the Cover Boys, one of those 3 picks he gave us was one of the 6 right sides. So there are 5 others out there that you're going to want to bet tomorrow. So be sure to listen to the Cover Boys tonight here on Fan Run Radio. Gearing up for a big finish here. We'll see if we can nail the dismount for you. 865-966-3435, your number to call or text the show. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for FanRun Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys, and we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Wrapping up another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. And be sure to tune in tomorrow as soon as the game is over. Voluntary reaction will be live here on the Fan Run app and on YouTube. Going to be a lot of fun. Before we get back to these phone calls, let's get our scores in here. Put it on wax, fellas. I already picked Tennessee to win the shootout. I've got the Vols winning 48-44. Bob, what do you got?
Tennessee, 38.
Yes.
Alabama.
That's who we're playing.
37.
A 1 point classic.
I'll take it. I don't know if my heart could take it, but I will take it.
That was a hard one.
I guess I'm not picking much different at 48-44. It's a one-score game is a one-score game. Bear, what do you got?
I've got Tennessee 29, Bama 24.
A low-scoring affair.
Okay. How do we get that 29? Just get curious. You're going for two once there? Or
I don't know.
It's got a safety somewhere in there.
No.
All right, Walker.
5 field goal. Max Gilbert, 5 field goal game.
Walker, you don't understand how he picks his scores for this?
Oh, I'm sure there's incredible mathematical formulas.
Tell him what you do.
For these.
I close my eyes and then it materializes. I see the scoreboard.
You see the scoreboard in his head.
In my mind.
That works.
How about that?
What do you got, Walker?
Oh, I think I'll be the bad guy. I'm going to pick Alabama 42, Tennessee 34.
All right. Alabama. He's got
Wanna
Alabama
be that
covering.
guy,
no less,
huh?
Plausible.
I'm laying on the sword. Someone's got to. We can't be a clean sweep in this game.
We can do whatever we want, but
I don't trust. I don't trust the karma.
I really hope you're not getting an "I told you so" next week.
That's fine. I'll wear it happily.
All right, let's finish up here with a couple of phone calls. Then we got a split. CJ is next. Hello, CJ.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Going well. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I just wanted to jump on here and call because, man, I just want to tell you, I live in Middle Tennessee, and I have never heard so many disheartening Vols fans in my life, and it kind of breaks my heart. I guess they just don't see it how I see it. I call me crazy, but I think we match up better against this offense with our defense than we have because, we don't have to worry about as much of an athlete and as much of the run game. Alabama really, with Jam Miller, without Jam Miller, they haven't really had a great run game anyway.
They're playing right into our hands, CJ.
Yeah.
Right into our hands.
I know, and I think there's a lot of things that people aren't seeing with this. And, I think we got a little bit of bulletin board material with that receiver saying it's going to be a field of dreams come Saturday. And I think maybe we might not play as much man. Maybe we'll play some more zone. And I just don't. If we can turn this into a shootout, man, I think we got it. I think if we can turn this into an all-out shootout, it'll work into our favor.
All these guys in there yapping. All these guys running their mouths. Our guys don't. We'll let the play on the field do the talking.
That's right.
How about that?
And you know what? Don't forget, these people don't need to forget, Josh Heupel's 1-0 against DeBoer. This ain't Saban no more. And last time we went to Tuscaloosa, we were leading at halftime. So, I think if we go in there like that, with that energy, and now we got Joey. I don't have anything bad to say about Joe Milton, but I think Joey's got the advantage on him. And I think if we can hit it running like we did against Georgia and not play conservative in the second half, I think this game's ours, man.
We haven't talked much about this, but I absolutely think all the pressure's on DeBoer.
Yeah, who said that earlier this week?
Yesterday, wasn't it?
No, it was early. One of our guests said, is
it Andrew Bone, maybe?
No. It was one of our national guests said, Tennessee wants to win this. Alabama has to win it.
That's right. Who did say that?
And if Alabama loses in Tuscaloosa to Tennessee, we saw their reaction with FSU. Just imagine if we come to town and whip them in T-Town.
Oh, the meltdown will be glorious.
It'll be amazing.
I know it. And I've got us winning. I think we're going to win 45-38 in the shootout.
I like it. Yeah.
But,
I hope you win the Crown Cleaners Crown Pick of the Week, my friend.
I hope so too, man. And I just wanted to call in. I enjoyed the show, and
thanks, man.
It breaks my heart hearing all these Tennessee fans pick against us, man. Just I guess I see it differently. I think we can really concentrate on the pass this game, and a lot of people are grouping our DBs together. I think our corners have done a fantastic job. I think the safeties just need to step up, and I think we'll be fine.
Well, they've been bucking up. Thank you, CJ. Appreciate a lot of positivity today on the show. From the callers, anyway. I mean, Walker notwithstanding. Debbie Downer over there.
Yeah.
Be sure to give us your score prediction, by the way, on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/The Drive with Russell Smith and put your score prediction in the big score prediction thread there. Closest prediction wins gift cards from Crown Cleaners in the Pizza Kitchen and Fan Run Radio. So get your score prediction in before the start of the game. And I also want to say a special shout out to Chrissy Boy Burleson over there with University Lending Group, who is recuperating. Had a knee replacement today.
Chris did?
Yeah. I hope I'm not violating his HIPAA rules there, but he's recuperating at home listening to the show this afternoon. Get well soon, Chris.
Yeah, buddy.
Here's something
work
else.
through that scar tissue. Yeah.
Stars aligning, because who do we worry about getting the Florida job when it becomes available?
Lane.
I mean, it was Cignetti at this point. Probably Lane would be there.
Franklin.
Well, this just in. Ole Miss AD Keith Carter tells OM Spirit on 3 that he's working on a new contract for Lane. I'd love to get something done like Indiana did with Kurt Signetti before the silly season starts. We'll see.
This Indiana thing's going to be a trend. Guys are like, oh my gosh, why don't we lock up our guy before all this stuff happens?
It's good news, though.
Yeah.
I do hope Lane stays, not just because I'm afraid of him at Florida, but I like this trend of guys just staying put and building up schools that have this college football is just being flipped upside down from what we have always known. And, there are certainly some downsides to it, but I think this business of like Indiana, Ole Miss, Utah, they've been good, but these other schools that are suddenly getting good at football, I like it, man.
Yeah.
It's
parity.
It's good for us, I think, too, because first of all, we've got a good coach, we've got a stable program, and we just sit back and let our adversaries tear themselves apart.
We're in the mix and the hunt, it seems like, every year.
Oh, yeah.
So appreciate everybody who called in and made it work this week. This is going to be an entertaining weekend, fellas.
Everything.
Buckle up. Get your popcorn.
We got to be back here Monday, and it is. Well, you're going to.
We're going to be back here tomorrow night, big boy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I won't be here, but
you want? I mean,
you'll be at dinner.
We're expecting you to be calling in.
Oh, yeah.
Surely you're going to be burning the midnight oil watching it with the rest of us.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll be listening and checking you all out. Then Monday, we got to. God, it could be an amazing week.
It's going to be one way or the other. It's going to be an amazing week.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, Overreaction Monday is going to hit hard. We will be at the Casual Pint North Shore a week from today, getting ready for Kentucky.
Getting ready for Kentucky. And by the way, got to talk a little bit about an exhibition next Sunday, Tennessee and Duke.
I will be there.
Tennessee.
Thanks to my new best friend, Walker.
Yeah, Walker's taking care of people.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a wild week on Rocky Top. We will be here for all of it. Be sure to start your morning off Monday with a healthy dose of Talk Sports, John and Cody. Of course, the Basilio Show from 11 to 1. We got the playbook, our boy William Pattison holding it down in the middays 1 to 3, and then we will be back here for another Overreaction Monday. And I know no matter what happens tomorrow night that our fans will handle it with grace, maturity, and the class,
of course,
for which we are known nationwide. I think that's our reputation in this sport. So looking forward to that. All right. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Bob. Overreaction Monday on Monday. Voluntary reaction tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Oh, man. I'm nervous. Hold me, Bob. Hold me.
No, I'm good.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
The Drive. The Volunteer.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy